Ah, yes.
Let me just turn my push to talk on that way. I don't get a lot of background.
There we go. Hello, everybody. Nigel Wellington here. All right.
Yeah, let's go ahead with your recap there.
Oh, the recap. All right. So, last time we finally had a little bit of a sit down after disposing of that witch, right? And so we're sitting down, just having a bit of a fire and toasties, and then these little frog people just start jumping out of the woods and throwing shit at us, and we're like, what are we supposed to do with this? And so after some bashing them around a bit, we finally escaped and went back into the clearing in the woods. And there's a fucking dunny right in the middle of the clearing that wasn't there before. And little Private Finkel here decides to go in and relieve himself in the facilities. And turns out it was hungry as well, so we had to fight that. And we finally got back to the city. We barely made our meeting in time. And we met with Syndra, and she told us all kinds of things. This death curse has caused a lot of issues, not just in this city, but all over the place. So it turns out that people around here are used to coming back from the dead. That's like a normal thing for them. So she's recently resurrected, but it sort of stopped happening, right? So people were getting old. They're starting to fall apart. And things weren't working the way they were, so we got to fix this. So there's this guy called the Soulmonger, or this thing called the Soulmonger, or this presence, or this place. We don't really know what it is. We just know that there's a Soulmonger, and we got to go find it. So it's on this place called Schult. So she's like, "All right, you ready to go?" And she has some very nice rooms, by the way. We got to stay in these nice beds, and it was a good time and very comfy. And then she sent us to the jungle island, way out back of Burke, and we have no idea what we're doing. And so, apparently, we're supposed to just tramps into the jungle and looking for undead that have gone completely crazy, all crazy wild, and just deal with it somehow. But first, we got in a city called Port Nyanzaru, where it's like a much nicer city. I don't know. I think it's nicer because it's a little bit more like back home, back in Oz. But yeah, we found a nice place to stay, and we're ready to embark on our adventure. And that's about it.
Yes, so welcome to the land of Chult. You have landed in the city of Port Nyanzaru. You find yourself in a harbor area. You can see that the harbor is quite a bustle. There are a number of ships coming and going. From your location, you look across the city, and you can see that there are 4 distinct hills that seem to be of note. I'll ping them on the map so you can see. Here, 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 and here. Amongst the skyline of the city, you can see that there are a significant number of walls. These walls are quite robust and separate the city into several districts. As Syndra explained before she went off to meet with her friend Watanga Tamu, that she recommended you secure lodging in one of the taverns / inns that can be found in the Red District. She pointed across the harbor between the 2 hills to the south and explained that the Red District can be found on the other side of those hills. You're encouraged to seek information on the jungles of Chult and look for anything you can find on the whereabouts of the Soulmonger, or the nature of the Soulmonger. As you pointed out, you don't know much about it.
All right, are we out in the street, or are we still in our accommodations?
You guys were still in the street. You hadn't made it over to the accommodations yet. We left off. It's still mid-morning. The party is together, but Syndra has gone off on her own.
Vanished. All right. Looking around, there seems to be 4 points of interest. Or an incredible waste of time, any other direction we want to go. What to do, what to do.
100% map completion?
All right, let's 100% this.
Calva starts knocking on every single door.
I think I'll
Thistle
start.
just gonna find.
What is your name?
Just gonna find the tallest tower, climb to the top, look out, wait for the wavy music to play, and then hey, Sheikah Snake complete.
Aim for the bushes.
All right.
Jump in the hay bale.
The one that is across the harbor. Describe, because it appears to have some kind of glass. It's the largest of the buildings adorning. Yes. Describe this.
Yeah. Okay.
Please.
Moment.
Oh, sorry, are we on the north side of the
We are right,
harbor?
We are right here.
Ah, there we are.
Yeah. Okay. So from here you can see. So, this appears to be a very ornate building. It is in fact the highest point in the city, and the sun being shining now is glinting off the roof. It is very bright. You can see it quite clearly from here. It appears to be golden in color and ordained in very ornate crystals, as far as you can tell from here. It is very shiny. In short.
Right, that place looks important. We're looking for someone here that knows the island, though. So I'm going to suggest we go for either a map maker or some kind of tourism. I'm sure most of it's unexplored, but there's got to be someone around here who's adventurous.
Thistle literally turns, looks for the first random NPC he can find. Excuse me, we're looking to get to, and I point in the direction that Bruce was looking.
Okay, give me just give me a straight D20 roll. Three.
Your arm is
this is gonna be a good game.
Yes,
Good game.
As you tug on the clothing of the individual, they sort of swat you away and have a bit of look of disgust at the strange creature you seem to present to them.
Sorry about him, mate. He doesn't mean you any harm.
But they continue to briskly walk away.
I will growl back in like a feral growl, like.
Just a
Hoity-toities.
feral growl.
Yeah.
Jeez.
No words. Right. So let me be a little more clear about. I think we need to go find a professional person who knows or is a professional adventurous person.
Wow. If the rest of the town are like them, I'm going to need a bigger notebook.
Oh, no. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna kind of look around. I'm assuming there's nothing by the docks, so I'm gonna suggest to people that, although I would like to go to the other side, I'm gonna suggest to people that we start with this closest hill and kind of make our way into this inner courtyard, this wall area here, like, and start kind of looking what's in here. Does that seem like a good idea? I should do this in character. Right, we should check somewhere a little close by first. What do you guys think? We can go in over this wall, see what's in there.
I mean, that works for me. No one else seems to be able to help us, looking in the direction of the hoity-toits that snubbed me.
Right, well, yeah, let's see if we can find someone who's actually set up shop to do this kind of thing specifically. So, Right. Let's go ahead. So we're gonna move. If Alex, you
So
could
as
move
we're
us.
moving, Thistle will turn to Calva and go, by the way, I need a favor from you.
Sure. What is it?
Well, you seem to know what to do with the money, and I'm not really good with the money. So, could you perhaps maybe hold my money? Because I have a feeling it could go very quick, and it's very useful. And I just look, I take my money.
All right, hold on. Hold on to it for you. How much is it?
Okay.
Little guy's very
Yeah.
trusting. That's big of you, mate.
Well, I know where he sleeps, and I'm pretty sure I can break his kneecaps too. So I feel safe.
Defo, mate. You probably could.
I'll give you 50 gold to hold on to. 50 gold we got
50?
last time. Yeah, 50.
50. Okay.
Yeah. That way, when I need something, I'll come to you and be like, "Can I have some of my gold?" And you'd be like, "I have no gold. What are you talking about?"
See a 50 gold gemstone on my neck.
Yeah.
Suddenly.
We call this the Kender.
All right. Can the DM move us into?
Yes. Okay, so as you move into this area, so there are a rather steep set of stairs that you have to climb up to get into this area of the city. But you find up here, it is notably cleaner. There's more foliage, and the houses and buildings are more ornate. Although they do share a very similar structure to the buildings in the harbor district you came from, they're better kept. Can I get an insight check from Crom, please?
Insight. Oh.
Nat one.
Oh my god.
Crom. As you are coming up the stairs and around the corner, you are distracted by the colors and mosaics on these buildings, and you stumble into a rather wide, slightly deep ditch. And you fall into what appears to be, approximately 2 feet wide and about 3 feet deep of a ditch on the side of the road. Well, although it's not like a dirty ditch, it seems to be a well constructed.
No, Crom.
Clippity clapped into a ditch.
You're not hurt, but it's rather awkward and unfortunate.
I'm in a ditch.
Oi, mate,
Get me out of here.
You took a terrible tumble there.
Yeah, who put this here?
As the rest of the party helps Crom, I assume you guys help lift him out.
We didn't say that.
Please help Crom.
Or don't let me assume. Yeah, are you going to help Crom?
I want to take a moment to laugh at him first. Well, to say you got feet like a horse, but well, you got feet like a horse.
I got
all
4
right,
feet
all
like
right.
a horse.
All right, mate. How are we going to get him out of there? Said it's about 3 feet deep, right?
With big Ozzy muscles.
Yeah, he's kind of awkward, but
So yeah, I'm gonna
Looking
help
up and down the ditch, is there is it always that deep, or is there a spot that it might become more shallow or drop off?
Is it
where we can get him out?
suspiciously deep?
give me an investigation check, Kael.
Is it suspiciously deep?
Anyone got a rope?
It's getting deeper.
15.
15?
Yeah, so
there we go.
So you notice this ditch does seem to have a gentle slope down towards the water level below you. it doesn't seem to be particularly narrower or shallower anywhere nearby, but it's only a couple feet deep. Like Crom could stand up and have like his arms above the edge of it.
I can't put my arms down.
But you infer that this appears to be this ditch seems to be a very well constructed drainage canal.
It's a well constructed drainage canal.
Well, I don't know how to say this, mate, but don't look down. Just keep your eyes on us and try try running along the side of the wall instead of climbing straight out, because I think it might be a little muddy.
I'll try that.
Dig upwards.
Get your parkour going.
I'm gonna grab rope out of my pack and just kind of throw it down, so at least he's got something and look for a place to tie it off.
So it's only 3 feet deep, right? Like he's going to be like 9 feet tall, right?
Yeah, but no, it's still up to his chest though, like his horse chest.
Yeah, but we could just grab a hold of his arms or something rather than.
You grab my man arms.
So I'll stand on one side. Kael will go up to one side of Crom and.
All right, I'll stand on the other side.
And say, give me a hand, big fella.
Boy, Thistle, you gotta push.
Okay, Thistle will be in the back and be like, bastards, you always put me in the rear. Why am I always the back of the horse?
Who touched me?
Oh, you're the best ass and Arnold we got, mate.
One of his arms and pull.
All right, pull him out.
Okay, yeah. So you guys grab onto his arms. So let's go ahead and, with the rest of the party assisting him, Crom, go ahead and make a.
If you roll on that one and pull us all in.
Good God.
Party undone by a drainage.
By a ditch.
Yeah.
Crom, go ahead and give me a strength check with advantage with the assistance of your party members.
Ooh. And check my strength.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. 17.
Oh,
Yes.
advantage,
You're able to, with the assistance of your partners, you're able to pull yourself out of the ditch. No worse for wear, but slightly embarrassed. You might want to watch where you step in the future.
You're right there, mate.
Yeah. I have to look down now. I clip and clap.
Well, I've heard what they do to your kind if your ankle's broken. So let's try to keep that from happening.
Wait, what do they do?
Let's just say we don't need any glue right now.
What the hell? I'm not a horse. That's like saying, I know what chimp they do to chimps when they misbehave.
Right, they give them bananas and tell them fuck off.
So don't shoot me. Give me a fucking banana. Ah!
Right, so what were we doing? We've got to go down this road here and see what's up. Looks like just a bunch of houses. What's this tent thing? Looks like what's in the backyard here? Looks like they got like a tent or something.
So as you look around, there does appear to be a bit of slightly less bustle, as this appears to be a more residential area. There seems to be a common area shared by a few of the houses that have a. Actually, no, correction. This is actually appears to be a large inverted device that's almost seems like it could hold liquids. It's elevated probably about just above the height of the houses.
Oh, an old rain catcher.
Would I recognize? Yeah, I was gonna say, would I recognize that as a water collector?
Give me an insight check.
All right.
At advantage because you've made
right,
a specific inference.
Nope, not that one. Right. I don't know shit.
You're not confident in the nature of the device, but you think it could probably,
some sort of device of some sort is Probably makes storm clouds or something.
It's the hurricane controller.
Yeah. Maybe they summon winds from the east or some shit like that.
Just come up with a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, I'm vaguely aware it's connected to weather. That's it.
Like, Thistle's looking at this going, it's a rain barrel, but okay, maybe that means something different than where he's from. Okay.
Oh, mate, if it was a rain barrel, I'm from the Gaffer, mate. I would know a rain barrel if I saw one. That there is some sort of contraption made by some crazy mad scientist looking to control the weather.
Okay. And how long have you had these delusions?
Right, let's
Oh, it'd be super funny to have a character that just like constantly talked about conspiracy theories and thought everything was part of one.
All right, let's can the Balder, mate. Let's keep going.
Okay, so yeah, where would you like to continue from here?
Down the road.
You have a road going to the north that curves around to the west.
I'm kind of on my
yeah.
way down the road. I just start walking casually down
Yeah.
the road between the houses, not really paying attention to them. Did any of the houses stand out?
In this particular area, none of them look like they have anything overtly special about them, but the general neighborhood is ornate and well decorated.
Right. I'm
But it
looking at
seems
what
like it's
appears to be
mostly residential.
a gate here, so I'd like to make my way toward that.
Okay. Yeah. So as the party makes their way to the gate, so this is a decorated, ornate archway. At the top of it is a large eye, like the eyeball, not the letter. So, and beyond it, there appears to be some form of structure that stands out from the rest. It's not clear its nature from here.
Kind of see it over top of it. Right.
But it definitely does stand above the rest.
Is the gate closed? Does it seem accessible?
Check my.
I'm now
Double check
realizing we passed a
table
bridge,
of
but
things.
didn't care about it.
Okay. Yeah. So on the other side, so the gate is open. There appears to be a bustle of people coming in and out of that central structure. The other buildings are in this district beyond the gate appear to be significantly more ornate, even more so than the ones in the residential district you just passed through.
Ooh.
Well, I reckon it's some kind of meeting house or something. Maybe the local HOA.
Do what now?
I wondered why we were playing in people's backyards.
Maybe they have town halls and stuff there. But it doesn't.
would they-
Centaurs are not permitted as pets within the grounds of the HOA.
Why are they not allowed?
Sir, why is your centaur not on a leash?
We hand the little baggie to Crom and say, "You pick up after yourself, my friend."
Bullshit.
I don't think he's the
It
one
will
we need
go
a
right-
leash.
No,
Ah,
It's not bullshit. It's horse shit.
it's not horse shit.
bull-
It's centaur shit. Ah.
If you're pooping bullshit, that means you're a minotaur, and we have more questions than answers.
Right. We only hit him. Like, if you're not if you're a horse, then I'm a kickaburra. All right. Okay. Let's keep moving on.
You know what now?
Are there any people who were coming out of that structure close to us?
Give me, Kael, give me an insight check.
DM, out of character. Is there seriously a homeowners association against centaurs head?
It's canon.
You'd have to talk to some of the residents to find out.
There's no posted signage.
Yeah, you haven't seen any no centaurs allowed signage.
All right. You know what? Still out of character, but Crom will definitely ask for forgiveness instead of permission in this regard.
Right?
I'm just surprised Crom isn't trying to sell the HOA on his pet Australian. I mean, Thistle's already one step ahead of you there.
I wonder if there's a sign that says, bipeds only.
That sounds a little exclusionary.
Isn't he technically a hexapod?
Are you really going to have semantics with an HOA?
Yeah, good luck winning that one.
Yeah. Okay, I regret bringing up the.
Karen has way too much time on her hands.
Yeah. I regret bringing Karen up. Okay. We could just see Karen. Okay, so people. So I think specifically Kael asked about the people exiting the building.
Yes. Kael, you do notice what appears to be a distinct group of 6 or so people that have exited the building and are moving in your general direction, but you don't seem to notice anything overly special other than the fact that they seem to be grouped together and are moving slightly quicker than.
I'm actually going to push right past everybody. Goes like, "Hiya, mates. How you going? We're new to the area. You know anyone around here who might be some sort of adventuring agency or some sort of travel guide or something like that?"
Okay, this is a specific question, and you're asking this of this group. That,
Yeah, just anybody. Yeah, just general friendliness.
Okay. Kael, because you noticed them, I'm going to give you an opportunity to react first, though.
Yeah, I was just going to go. I was going to approach them and ask what the building is and what the significance of the symbol with the eye meant.
Give me one moment. Yeah, so the person you approach simply says, "How do you not know of the Temple of Severus?" and dismisses you as he brushes by. He has a distinct scowl on his face. He appears to be quite upset.
Right, nice
But
folk
does
here.
not seem to be interested in engaging further.
Could you say
There's
that name
lots
again?
of-
Temple of Severus?
The Temple of Severus.
Severus.
While this is
Right.
going on, I want to send Jim to go look at the lighthouse or whatever's over here, the building on the island.
Okay.
I almost said, don't you mean Bob?
I almost
No,
said
this is
Bob.
Jim.
Yeah, Jim.
No, it's Bob
You mean
backwards.
the area to the northeast over here?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, you can send him off to do that. It's gonna take him a little bit of time to get there.
yeah. And once he's there, tell me, and I'll look through his eyes and just take a look
Okay.
around.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so what would you guys like to do now you've identified the Temple of Severus?
Right.
Oh, good.
No, that's it. I just these people were rude and just like, right.
Does anybody answer Bruce's question?
think-
Sorry, yeah, Bruce, were you just like calling out to just random people on the streets?
Yeah, it was
or-
it was like a friendly
yeah.
across the way. They were still like, I don't know, like 20 feet away from us or whatever. Just like,
Okay,
And-
give
and-
me a persuasion check.
all right,
And they said, "How do we not know?"
yes. Even though I said we're new, but that's apparently insulting. Well, that's
So
all
to
right.
assist, before you make your check, to assist Bruce, I don't
I-
know if this will give advantage or
damn it.
disadvantage.
I already rolled the damn thing.
Okay.
It's-
Damn.
No.
This whole town is very easily offended, it seems.
Right, I
Standoffish.
think
It's
think,
so far from the individuals you've encountered, but who
well, I
knows?
might be a
But,
little. Well, I don't even think my charm and dignity here will get us any help. These people seem a little bit got their head up their ass.
Yeah, well,
There's-
you do call out to the bustling people around you. They seem to be rather in their own worlds and busy, moving about. It's perhaps this just is not the place where people tend to gather and chat.
Well, as the hoity lady turns around and go, there's lots of things you don't know as well.
Yes. The hoity lady has already stormed away.
Okay.
That group
Okay.
was rather.
Thank you. Yeah, I was trying to antagonize her. So we'll just look up at Bruce and Crom and go, okay, maybe we're in the wrong part of town. This section is looking mighty flammable right now.
Oh no! Right, hold yourself back, mate.
I
unless
mean,
unless you plan to sacrifice them to my heathen gods, don't do it.
so tell me more of your heathen gods.
Right, so yeah, tell us about the heathen gods there, mate.
Yeah. And do they like Karens? Do they care if the Karen is roasted, toasted, crispy, or original?
Saute.
You know what? We'll let your ancestors figure it out. We'll just deliver all kinds of them.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
They piss you off. You take care of them. What happens when someone gets into your gym? You fuck him up. Especially if they do calisthenics.
And nobody hurts my family. You guys are family now. I've known you for practically forever. So no, you're family now. No one hurts you.
Aw, your
But
family
me.
too, little man. If someone tried to spit on you, I'll break them in half.
I like that idea. I think I need to re-emphasize except me. I need that stated.
Why would I split you in half?
Right, we're a right
No.
roaring band of fuckwits, aren't we, mate?
Yeah.
Right, so apparently,
you just got outplayed by a centaur. What?
oh, that's all right. So apparently, there's this temple though that we're supposed to know about. So I guess it's forward. It's onward into see what's in there. Oh yeah, Calva, what are you looking at? I think Calva's like just spacing out, right? Because he's. Are you looking through Jim's eyes right now? Or?
There's been enough
no,
time
not yet.
where he is going yet.
I don't know. I'm just kind of standing around, not really doing anything. I know I got Jim on the way on over to the island.
Jim's just doing his thing.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm suggesting. Right. I think we should go check this place out. These folk maybe we might not be welcome. So best keep your eyes up.
So as we're walking in, Kael's going to make the suggestion that since this is a temple, it's possible that the other tall buildings at the other points of the city may also be temples. So they may be temples devoted to various different.
Maybe they got their own. They got their own heathen gods here, Crom.
That sounds. Are they stronger than Skirit?
I don't know. Well, I can tell you right now, they don't look like nature gods. Not with temples that shiny. Look at that thing glitter. Look at the one across the harbour there. Look how it glitters in the sun.
It's a temple of greed and villainy.
Okay, as you enter the temple, again, walking inside reveals even more ornate decorations. There, as you look up towards the ceiling, the domed roof appears to be a large, unblinking eye staring skyward. There's a few. There aren't as many people inside the temple. There seem to be a few sitting by themselves in silent prayer. But at the altar, there appears to be 3 people having a hushed conversation.
As Crom enters, he's explaining to Bruce, this is why collective ownership will always be for the proletariat.
Right.
What is
But it's
ownership?
Ownership? Well, you don't need ownership if everyone owns everything.
I mean,
I don't know how to.
well, yeah.
I'm having a
Th-
character
this is
crisis
how.
here.
This is how Kender society is. No one really owns anything. Doors just keep the bugs out, unless you want them inside your house, which we don't talk about, Steve.
Centaurs don't even use doors.
Just wait till they start lining you up if you just because you own something, though. It's a dangerous way to think, mate. I spent 5 years crawling through mud to get rid of commie fucks.
What's a kami?
Yeah, what's a kami?
Someone who doesn't believe in having your own stuff.
You have to tell me what the concept of ownership is, because I don't know what this is.
Right.
Both Crom and I have no concept of what owning anything is.
Out of character, we're OG barbarians. That's how we roll.
Where it's like, well, I'd be happy to tell you around another fire, or some other time when we're lying down for a good old Duna wrestle. But right now, we got to figure out what's going on here.
Fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, also, but in character, Crom, look up. I bet we can beat that in a staring contest. Looking at the unblinking eye.
You're on.
So both Thistle and Crom are now
Thistle and Crom are staring up at the sky.
All right, Kael, Calva, let's leave the two blunts and keep looking around.
Shimon said, "I'm waiting."
I'll go.
No,
I'll
I'm
follow
stronger
Bruce
than the
away
unblinking
from.
eye.
Okay, I'm looking around for anyone who looks in charge, or anyone who doesn't look like a random pedestrian.
Yeah, well, so the three people that you saw up at the altar, the one of them
Oh, right.
definitely seems to have a more ornate robe.
Are
and
they
the other-
performing or talking, or are they approachable?
They seem to be having a conversation amongst themselves. Give me we're rolling a lot of insight checks today. Give me an insight check.
Yeah, theoretically, I can roll well. Oh, good. Oh, good.
21. Yeah, so from where you are, you can't make out the words, but the conversation they are having seems to be slightly adversarial, but hushed.
To each
as
other?
if yes, yeah, amongst each other, they seem to be having some form of argument. But again, very hushed. They're not trying to be heard by people. They're trying not to be heard by people around them.
I'm going to attempt. I want to seem like we're a professional mercenary band, so I'm going to attempt to approach, not directly, not saying anything, but I'd like to turn to the rest of the group and tell everyone it's like, oh, I follow my lead. Just getting file and rank and make it look like we're here on a job. And
We are here.
I like to walk over. We're like not just a traveling band of ruffians, but like we're actually it's like we're
Organized group.
Yeah, we're some division of a larger organization that. Whatever.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Thistle and Crom are still staring at the walls.
Yeah, I'm not including you. I'm just talking to the other two guys. Right. Kael, Kava, just fall in line behind me, and we got to pretend we're part of a larger organization. Just let me do the talking.
We're doing left, right, left.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna call. I'm not calling steps. I just got.
Yeah.
Just walk up, and so I go to the guys. G'day, gentlemen. Captain Langman here, with the 9th Brigade of the Central Corps of our outer exploration group. We're looking for any signs of unrest that you might need taken care of.
As you approach, the two less ornate individuals seem to hurry away. The remaining individual introduces himself as Grandfather Zatembe. He explains that he's the head priest of this temple, and explains that you are welcome in the home of Severus.
Hey, right, nice to meet you, grandfather. So you got any? You got to say we've been led to believe that there's a bit of unrest happening around these parts, and we just want to make sure we make ourselves useful.
Grandfather Zatembe explains that they're a humble church devoted to revealing truth, but they do not directly interfere in the dealings of organizations and factions amongst the city.
Right. Glad to hear everything's right and shiny for you. So as long as you've got no problems, we're happy campers ourselves. Maybe we'll be on our way in a bit. Do you mind if we take a look around the place?
He explains that all children of Severus are welcome to seek shelter within the church's walls. Please take care not to damage any of the artifacts, but you are welcome to seek respite here.
I just like turn back to Kael, like very subtly, just kind of look at Kael. I'm like, don't make damage, okay? Good eyes, like we'll keep an eye on them. Right, thank you kindly, mate. We'll do just that, and we appreciate your hospitality. All right, Kael. Maybe we kind of look around. Does anything seem amiss, or is it like I don't even know what? Never mind. I don't even know what amiss would mean.
You could.
Do any of the characters in the room seem suspicious? Everybody actually looks like a commoner, or does anyone look out of place?
No one looks particularly out of place at a quick glance. The two individuals that hurried away as you approached Grandfather Zatembe, they're off in another corner, just kind of discussing amongst themselves. They didn't wander off too far, but
I'd like to suggest to Kael and Calva, like, I think we got pretty much what's going on here. To get a better idea of what's happened in the city, we should probably visit a couple other places before we decide to do anything. What do you think?
Agreed. I agree. I think this place is just going to stay a quiet little spot. I think we should be looking at another spot.
Well, who wants to collect the two zombies?
two zombies.
I'm talking about the two fuckwits staring at the ceiling.
I think I almost got him. I got him on the road.
Oh yeah, the staring contest. Okay.
Between the four of
we'll
us,
come back
I think
to that
we can do it.
In the meantime, let's smash cut away to Jim real quick.
Oh yeah, Jim's gone.
He went to go check out building level. Okay. Sorry.
I was gonna say, sorry, did we lose you?
No, I'm here. Sorry, I just got to double checking at what actually Jim sees.
Not Bob.
Yeah.
What do you see?
So Jim has found another ornate structure. It appears to be from a distance. As Jim approached, the roof of this building appears to float in midair. Something that Jim, doesn't quite have the intelligence to make out or understand it on his own. But there appears to be a few people wandering around, and it does appear to be another form of temple.
All right, I'm gonna look through Jim's eyes and go invisible.
Okay. Is he looking for anything in particular?
Jim, put on the ring.
He's just gonna fly on over to the building and look for a door to go into.
Yeah, there's an open front door.
Okay, he'll fly in.
Again, it seems to be more. There's pews and an altar and more ornate structures. Looking up, there he can see that there's a series of mirrors lining the outside walls. This is what seems to create the illusion of the floating roof. But the people here seem to be dressed very flamboyantly and in quite a bit of variety. Bright colors, different sorts of outfits.
Are there like many like books around, or like are there bookshelves, or is it just like a bunch of mirrors on the walls and stuff?
There does not seem to be much in the form of books around here.
Okay.
Right, they got a.
I'm just gonna have Jim hang out there for a minute, stay invisible, kind of hang up near the roof, and just kind of watch. And if anything starts to like happen, to let me know.
Okay, sounds good. Let's cut back to Crom and Thistle having their staring contest at the ceiling.
How big is the puddle of drool?
Both give me Constitution saving throws.
As I slip on the puddle of drool.
I got him on his knees. I have one eye open. I still got one eye in the race.
They've been hypnotized by the roof.
15.
Okay. And Crom?
I think he's bio right now.
Oh, he's also taking a bio break.
Right.
Okay. This is.
Also, I just want to tell Jim to like listen to the conversations they have, like eavesdrop.
Okay.
And then I'll get a Cole's notes version from him later.
Okay, sounds good.
So this is happening while I'm talking. Is there any indication to Kael and I that something's going on? Like, this is the first time you've used Jim around us, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
Does it look like anything, or is it?
I think it does.
Yeah, your character would kind of, as you're taking the time to look through Jim's eyes, you're kind of like, you would be, your head would tilt up and your eyes would kind of roll in the back of your head, sort of thing. As you're channeling this ability.
I'm back now, though.
Yeah. Bruce would have noticed. Bruce would have noticed you.
Yeah. I'm just like, as I turn around, because I'm like, oh, maybe we go pick up the two. Holy fuck! What's happened to Calva? He looks he's totally spaced out too. What kind of fucking troop are we, mate? Like, I'm looking at Kael, just like, how do we find ourselves in a situation with these three low watt bulbs?
Just walk away. We're so gonna die.
Everyone's staring off into space.
Right. Well, at least we got the two smashy boys, and occasionally Calva brings out that black smoke that seems to kill everything around it. So probably best keep him around.
Hey, little man. I think I'm going to win.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah,
need your Constitution saving throw there, Crom.
Okay. Yeah.
So Crom, after a few moments of staring up and at the ceiling, trying to keep your eyes open, you your eyes start to dry and tear up a little bit. And unfortunately, you blink first, and Thistle is the winner of the staring contest. Well, the roof is the true winner of the staring contest. But between the two of you, Thistle
me,
has come out
Thistle.
victorious.
Thistle, after like a moment of like crying in the sky, just I can't, and falls back onto his ass. Tears streaming down his face, going, "You win this time, ceiling, but I know where you are."
And yet you're probably flammable.
I know
I
where
turned
you
to Crom.
live.
Everything with enough force is flammable, my friend.
Everything burns.
Is this when I walk by? I'm like, it's like, all right, we're going. Enough fucking around. Let's get out of here.
But Dad, 2 more minutes.
Kyle, you want to back me up on this?
We're getting out of here. Let's go.
I want to take insubordination from you.
But the apothecary said no more waterboarding.
We got 3 other temples to look at. At least that's what I think they are. Let's see if they're all just as charming as this one.
We find a temple to skid it, then we'll definitely see something charming.
Okay, so yeah, where do you guys want to head next?
We'll make like
I'm gonna turn around. Is Calva following us, or is Calva still staring into the abyss?
No, I'm back.
He said he came back yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were in this temple here.
Correct.
Jim was scoping out this temple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Jim over
And I'm
there,
looking to
too.
go straight across the bridge here to continue the next one.
Okay, so there's a temple. Okay. So yeah, let's go to the next one. Kick the tires, if we will.
All right, we're told time is of the essence, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of distractions along the way, but let's at least see. Let's make sure there's nothing going to blow up or anything.
Oh, if only we could be so lucky.
Who knows, guys? Maybe the eye in the next one, you'll be able to beat it.
You know what? Thistle, I don't think we should take a chance. I think we should remove that one. Remove the next eye.
An eye for an eye, they say.
Eye for an eye.
And at this point, Thistle has literally climbed onto Crom and sitting on the back of you, just so he doesn't have to walk.
I've said I'm hoping Kael's in step with me because I'm just ignoring them and just walking ahead.
and
This is
Thistle,
where. Yeah.
we could play kick the baby.
Okay, but I don't know. Last time I did that, I broke my foot.
I don't have foot. I have hooves.
Yeah, but I tried to kick you and it hurt.
Oh, kick me.
Oh, stop being a baby then. and I'm like, also, giddy up, giddy up.
Right, Kyle, did you sense anything sort of off about that place, or does it seem pretty straightforward to you?
I think
Kael?
he might be AFK currently.
He's AFK. Okay, never mind.
You mentioned you need a bio break.
Calva. So, Calva, what happened to your eyes there? I was talking you like totally spaced out. I expect those 2 fuckers to do it, but not you. What's up with that?
I was staring off at a different roof. I was looking through Jim's eyes. He's doing recon for us on another temple.
What does that little guy does? He's like a spy. Yeah. He's like a spy plane.
Oh, don't worry. He does a lot more than that.
So he's like literally eyes and ears for you in another room.
Oh yeah.
Well, that seems hella useful.
Yeah.
Did he find anything?
Not yet. I got him eavesdropping.
He's eavesdropping right now. Where you got him at? Is he in the city? Is he still in that building there?
Well, you know when we walked up through the residential area and there was that one before we came up to where we talked to the first people there?
Yep.
There was a bridge going off to an island. There's a building over there.
Yep.
Yeah, he's over there.
Oh.
It
Right.
apparently it looked like it had a floating roof, but it was just a trick with mirrors, I guess.
Oh, interesting. So they got, maybe it's a different temple. Maybe they got like different gods here or something.
Maybe.
Maybe.
They're all dressed up in crazy colors though. So I'm not sure what kind of temple they are, but we'll find out.
The definitely the ass fucking kind of people around here. Yeah.
Jim's gonna come back horrified.
Here I'm
Yeah.
thinking it's
I
a
don't think
fun
there's-
house filled with clowns.
I don't think there's a single head around. I don't think there's a single clean head around here.
I'll be on Jim 2 real soon. He'll come
Let's go see the clown said.
Well, if you find anything that needs attention, be sure to let me and Kael know.
Oh yeah.
Let's head
Two
across this
clowns
bridge
holding
here.
mirrors.
Kind of like the way the city's laid out. They got bridge walkways over other walkways. It's like a bridge over top of buildings. Pretty cool.
As
Yeah,
we're
so-
walking, are we only in a residential area?
So far, it has seemed mostly residential.
Are there
as
no
you-
vendors?
Not in this area, no.
Okay.
Yeah. So as you
Vendors around here.
as you walked across the bridge, you can see below you there are more common structures. Again, they seem to be more residences. On the other side of the bridge, there's one specific, very large, very ornate building that appears to be gilded in several locations. There's a gate in front of it that is closed at this location here. There's a few guards in front of it, and a short queue of about half a dozen people appear to be waiting to be admitted.
Any specific race that would stand out, or is it basically a hodgepodge?
It's mostly so the people of Chult are a slightly darker tan skinned people. The Chultans are mostly similar. It's not a very racially diverse city as far as you can tell so far.
Okay.
At least in this area. They seem to be like mostly human, and the Chultans themselves have like a distinct, almost Arabic / tropical look to them.
With my
Okay.
hand hovering over the insight check, do I see anyone suspicious?
Give me an insight check.
It's like you knew.
Nope. I am complete moron today.
It's like, there's people standing in line, and there's a guard, and he's got a little bit of a scowl.
Right, looks like a normal queue.
All right. So I'll go up to the guard, bypassing the queue. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Excuse me, hi. Ooh, nice dress.
Wait.
Can we get in the temple?
Why do we let him get ahead?
Really,
the
it's your
guards,
fault.
Quickly
It is.
cross their spears in front of the gate, and
I quickly run up to apologize again. I'm like, oh, hold up there, mate.
I look at them and go, I wasn't going to pass. You had never mind. Okay, will you let us in? I asked.
the guards exclaim, "If you do not have business with the merchant princes, you will not be admitted to the golden throne."
I think I've reached him by
I
this point.
turn to Bruce. Do we have business with them?
Well, let me check. Merchant princes. Can you tell me more about them? Can you tell me
give
more about these merchant princes?
Give me a persuasion check.
Do I offer advantage or disadvantage?
I'm going to say straight roll for now. Careful what you
God
wish for.
damn.
Hey, I can help. I'm just not sure you will appreciate the help.
No, you indicated you're kind of deferring in this instance.
Oh.
The guard continues to scowl, but noticing the rather unique diversity of your group, it's clear that you look like you're not from around here. The guard seems to take somewhat of a bit of pity on you and explains that the merchant princes are responsible for the governance of this city of Port Nyanzaru. But loitering in this area is not acceptable, and you should move on.
Of course, we're not looking to take up any time. Just as you probably figured out, we're traveling around and just trying to look and be as useful as we can. So we'll be out of here. At least I will.
The guard seems relieved at your willingness to leave uncontested.
What are the other three?
Thistle will just look up and go, I think we have business, and if we do, I will be back.
As we're turning to walk away from the guards, Kael will just casually ask if they could suggest anywhere where we may go to get more information about the island and the city.
You can give me a persuasion check at advantage this time.
Persuasion.
Especially because your information you seem to seek suggests that you want to go somewhere else, and he's happy to help you go somewhere else. 15. Okay. Let me check a couple of things quickly. Check.
While Alex is looking that up, I apologize. I had to take an extended break to.
Oh, no worries.
Well, it's in the chat. Did I miss anything important that
I talked to Calva instead.
Okay.
He told me about Jim. He told me what Jim do. So Kael also knows now what Jim do.
Did the priest at the Grandmaster at the temple give us any information?
No.
Okay.
No, we were denied.
So the guard explains that if it's information you seek, you'll likely have more luck at either the Great Souk or the Red Bazaar. You'll have
Red
to go. He
Bazaar.
explains that you'll have to go back the way you came to get down to the lower level of the city, and proceed to the west or southwest quarters of the city.
Sounds good.
How far down is the drop from the wall up here down below?
Why are you like this?
Hey, you invited me.
Yes.
Yes, go, my little chaos angel.
How specific of an answer are you looking for?
I'm looking if the small little creature could make his way to the top of the wall to look down, would there be an excitement factor or a realization that broken legs suck?
I just want to point out these bridges do go over top of buildings.
I'm sure you have a point somewhere in that statement.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, so Thistle would have had a view of about how high up we are already without having to actually climb up on these walls.
Yeah, he's been riding on top of Crom.
So yeah, at the risk of sounding like I'm beating a dead horse, not a dead centaur, give me an insight check.
We all know I have amazing insight, like the best.
Yeah, Thistle's mind is like a steel trap.
Dirty
Holy
20.
shit!
Thistle
Oh my
is
God.
very confident that, should he find himself falling from one of these bridges, serious injury, if not death, is quite likely.
So broken legs do suck. So
Yeah, very, very likely.
let's go back the way we came.
Are there no
Blue-
stairs around us to go down?
I don't know if there
Uh,
was ever. I don't know if you indicated out loud that you were considering this.
Yeah, just out of nowhere, you hear him go, "Yeah, broken legs suck. Let's go back the way we came." Like, what
I don't
was
even
that
wanna
thought
know, mate.
process?
I don't even want to know. Yeah. Right, Tom, mate, we'll get out of your hair. Get you back to your job. Talking to the guard guy.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
let's get out of here.
He
On
gives you a
number
nod
three.
and waves you away.
One of my stretch goals is to invent a new damage called Thistle damage that everyone takes.
It's psychic
so
damage.
that's-
Psychic.
You call it Thistle Wop.
It's kind of like a brain hemorrhage.
I think it should be like a wild magic thing where we all have to roll d20, but if it's a 1 or a 2, we all take a d4 of psychic damage.
Ooh.
Oh my god, I love it.
You take
Yeah.
you take 1d4 of psychic damage every hour you talk to Thistle.
Every time Thistle has like a rant or an explanation.
Yeah. So the two locations that the guard described to you, the Grand Souk on the map is over here,
Okay.
and the Red Bazaar is the same place that Cinder Sylvain had recommended, which is down here.
All right.
Okay.
So the way to get out is actually all the way back where we came in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have
Back
to kind
over
of
here.
like you don't have to like physically go step by step. Like if you
No,
if
I
you
mean-
just describe which part of the city you want to go to, a certain amount of time will pass for you to get there.
We've seen all this.
Yeah.
So,
So,
Crom is
I,
allowed.
s- Mhm.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, on our way past going back the way we are, Thistle is just kind of keeping an open nose. It's been at least an hour, and he's looking for any kind of street meat.
It
Any
is
kinda-
approximately noon.
Yeah. Any kind of vendors hawking lunch or lunch-esque.
I don't know if they know about second breakfast, mate.
Meat on a stick.
Something on a stick.
Okay. Well, yes. Anyway, if you pass that sort of thing as we are wandering, he will be more likely to notice that, as you have specifically said
Poor
you're
man's
looking for it.
Beeblington.
Yeah. So yeah, which part of the city would you like to proceed to?
Well, I would like to continue to go to like where we're supposed to go, so like the Red Market or whatever you call it.
All right.
Okay. The Red Bazaar.
The Red Bazaar, yes.
And you mentioned that was this building down here.
The biggest building in the town, yeah. The
Oh,
mall,
sorry.
essentially.
The Red Bazaar is down
That's-
down here, and this is the
Okay.
Grand Souk.
Ironically, doesn't look very red.
Okay.
It's got red bits on the roof there.
It's got.
That's not the Red Bazaar. That's the Grand Souk.
Oh, that's the Grand Souk.
Red
Okay.
Bazaar is this district of the city down here.
Ah, okay.
And
I'm
I'm
just
only
gonna-
reiterating that because 2 people have specifically told you that.
Yes,
I've just added a red X to it.
I see that.
Fair enough.
If that's okay.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the area you would like to head towards.
We did receive a copy of the map, so in theory, you could actually be marking it on a map.
Well, you don't have a map of the city.
Ireland.
You have a map of the island.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have the big giant map where the city is but a
Oh,
pinprick.
Yeah,
Sorry, I thought we had a map of the city from Cinder, but it was a map of the island. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
we're literally looking for a place to get a map right now.
Okay, so yeah, you're gonna make your way towards the Red Bazaar. Some time will pass. Some dice will roll, which is exactly what you
hopefully
guys
we-
want to hear, I'm sure.
Obviously, if anything looks like a military facility or an armory or anything like that, I'm gonna want to stop.
Like an armory or a military facility. Okay.
Yeah, or a fort or a headquarters. Like, yeah, anything that sort of stands out as more militant than the other places.
Double check my tables.
It's
here
raining.
before-
Yeah, we're supposed to get battered at freezing ring tonight.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, it's already started apparently.
Yeah, there's been some rain going on where I'm at. It hasn't been much though.
Yeah, we're supposed to get a ton here tomorrow. The freezing rain.
Saying something ridiculous like 2.5 centimeters worth.
And then because of the way the wind tends to blow, we're getting it later in the weekend.
Yep.
Yeah, it was always funny when I lived in Nova Scotia because I'd be talking to my parents here all the time. They're like, "Yeah, we just got a big snowstorm." It's like, "All right, well, we'll see that in 2 days."
We'll be heading out to Nova Scotia in August. That's like me and a bunch of Axtoring guys, big double bit tournament in it's literally the southern tip of Nova Scotia. What's it called?
Oh,
Yarmouth?
Yarmouth?
What?
Yarmouth?
Yarmouth.
Yarmouth, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the one with the
Right.
ferries that go to Maine.
Unless you're talking about Barrington Passage.
Yeah, I'm talking Barrington. Yeah, we're going to Barrington.
I'm heading out west this summer.
Oh,
Well,
nice. Saskatchewan?
No, Comox. Comox, Nanaimo.
Way
nice.
west.
Nice.
I went to school for 1.5 years in Nanaimo.
I lived in Bucks for 5 years.
Ooh.
I'm there.
I spent 2 summers out in Comox with the cadet camp.
Oh,
One of the
nice.
coolest things in Nanaimo when I was there as a student,
Mhm.
me and my buddy were like big into fishing, and we got tired of just fishing the rivers, so we went to a local fishing store, and we found these traps that you could tie onto the end of your fishing rod, and you could cast them out, and you would put a drumstick in the middle, and then it would just sink to the bottom, and then after 10-15 minutes, you'd reel it in, and you'd have 3 or 4 Dungeness crab.
Oh yeah.
And then you just brought them home and ate them. It was fucking awesome. We did it like every night.
Just grab on the bone and you reel it
yeah.
in.
Well, yeah, it's like a net trap. Like when you reel it in, it folds up and like traps them
Oh, okay,
basically.
okay. All right, little Canadian geography tangent. Anyway, back to
Okay.
We're back
so
down-
as you are heading down through the city, you find yourself passing through the harbor again. When a woman catches Crom's attention and says, "Hey, you horseman, you look pretty capable. How'd you like to make some gold?"
I always wanted to make gold.
She
Wait, why?
Too late. Put on the red dress.
you're now contractually obligated.
Oh no, which part of me gets the dress?
The human part.
Yeah, she explains that her name is Kalau, and she has a bit of an issue with a man named Taban. He owes her some money, and she needs some assistance collecting on this debt.
Taban, you say?
She offers you 10% of the debt owed to collect for.
What sort of condition does this Taban need to be in?
Yeah, can we bring him back like half alive, not alive?
Well, you don't have to come out and say it, mate.
She explains that she doesn't much care to have him brought to her. She simply wants the 500 gold debt to be collected and brought back to her.
500.
I relay this to the group. I'm like, hey guys, you want to rough someone up for some money? Ah.
Did we not hear the conversation?
We need a direction.
Sorry, I interacted. Did we not hear that conversation, or?
It's a slightly subtle conversation, but it's not
okay.
Subtle enough that the rest of the party wouldn't be aware of it.
Fair enough.
She-
Okay, I wasn't sure, so I just kind of covered all bases.
Crom being large and very strong looking, caught her attention. But the fact that he was, with a group of people who appear to be able to handle themselves, she extends the offer to the group. But she's most primarily talking to Crom. She assumes him being the biggest and strongest to be the leader.
Boy, what's
I am
that?
very buff.
Looking to maybe take care of some debts, eh? I think you.
Exactly, she explains. I need this. Taban has not paid his gambling debt, and we need that collected.
Well, you're in luck. We happen to be the most persuasive group in the city.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna break his kneecaps.
Again, you don't have
I'm
to
gonna try
fucking
to-
say it, mate.
We're going to persuade him very well to pay us all the money.
Okay, yeah. So she explains that while she doesn't know exactly where he is, he's been known to frequent the taverns in the Red Bazaar district.
Do you know where he lives?
She says he doesn't have explicitly a residence around here, but he has frequented the bazaars and the bazaar taverns and tends to stay in their accommodations.
Right.
Hey guys, I think he's in the Bazaar Taverns.
So I'm gonna pull a couple of guys. I'm gonna pull everyone to the side. I'm gonna thank her first of all. I was like, appreciate it. We'll get back to you with results as soon as we can. And I pull everyone to the side. I'm like, all right. Sounds like this guy's got a bit of a gambling problem. I reckon we can probably get a little more than 500 out of him.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking the same thing.
And I wonder if maybe she's not the only one he owes.
We should ask if other people owe, and then we can get their money too.
Maybe some of these tavern owners need to collect debts from him too.
Maybe some of their taverns need to burn up in a flame of glory. Ah.
All right, let's keep it low profile for now, mate.
You literally already see Thistle holding two torches
No,
in
no,
hand.
no,
going,
no, no, no,
"Ah? Ah?
Yes, but chaos
It's
angel.
it's a strong maybe, mate. It's a maybe, but you got to wait for.
Wait for
I
the
turned
right
to the
time,
lady.
guys.
In canon,
She's not.
I
No,
am
we're
holding
away from
two-
her. I wouldn't have this conversation in front of her.
Oh God.
Walk back to the lady holding two torches, going, "What's your name?"
Oh, she already explained that her name.
First,
is-
she already said her name.
Yeah, okay.
Thistle
Do-
doesn't
do you
remember.
think-
That was
Oh,
3
wow.
minutes ago. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
There was like
There's a
10
lot of names in
conversations.
this region that have apostrophes in them.
Okay. Sorry, I must have blanked on hearing the name. Back to the group. Oh. Okay. So we can maybe extort a few people for a gambling debt. Yes.
She explains that take this job for now, and if you prove to be proficient, there may be further jobs in the future.
Ooh.
We could do a really good job and be like, yes, hire us.
Did she say sort of where he lives? Sorry, I asked where he lives.
Yeah. Well, he's down in the red district.
Oh, okay. Well,
He
yeah,
frequents the taverns in the red district.
Yeah.
yes, but I specifically asked where he lives, or did she not know?
She didn't know.
She doesn't really know. He's kind of
Okay.
unhoused.
Ah, he's a vagrant.
Yeah.
Does Kael get any kind of read off of her? Like, is she being genuine?
Give me an insight check.
Give me an insight check.
I feel there's just a post-it note that says, "When in doubt, insight."
+6. Holy shit.
And yet
She's a monk, man. What do you expect?
Yeah.
So you have no reason to think she's being dishonest, but she does seem to have a generally sketchy air about her. As you know, which isn't really surprising, looking, coming from someone, looking to collect.
I mean,
a
she's
gambling
dealing with
debt.
us, right?
But yeah, no, you have no reason to suspect she's misleading you.
Crom will ask what the debtor's appearance is.
Me a moment. Yeah, so he's he is a Chalton. He's approximately 6 feet tall. He's rather buff. He's worked as a gladiator in the past. Although he's gotten a little bit older. He's. If you ask around, you should be able to find him.
Cool. Easy peasy.
Sounds good. Let's roll out, boys.
Ah,
Okay,
right, what's
let's
his name?
take a Taban.
Taban. Oh yes, yes, yes. Quick break.
Taban, the man with the debt.
Okay, so let's take a quick break. I'm going to read up on a couple of things now that I know which
Okay.
direction you guys are going somewhat. And take a bio break / snack break. So let's take 15.
Sounds good. I'm gonna get some whiskey.
Whiskey's always a good choice.
And I shall be back.
I wonder if I have some whiskey. I think I do. I think
I have some
nice
rum
whiskey.
in my closet.
I have 2 bottles of rum and a big bottle of tequila.
Oh, nice.
I have some
And-
glass.
I bought that as a celebratory bottle when I sold my house in Halifax.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's a good cause for celebration.
Well, especially when I sold it for 200,000 more than I paid for it.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you, COVID, and people from Ontario working remotely.
So rocking Dark and Stormy.
Nice.
Dark and Stormy. Ginger beer and Crom.
I actually like it too. Like you're talking about. There is. Rum is very versatile.
Yes. I would say my preferences are amber or dark.
Have you
There
ever
is
got
a-
151?
No.
I guess you can't. That was proof. The 151 rum. You can make some crazy, like there's a drink called Caribou. There's actually a song about it. And it's pineapple juice, that coconut flavored,
Malibu.
yeah, Malibu, and 151. And for the longest time, me and my buddies were trying to figure out how to mix it properly because the 151 was so fucking strong. It was just, you couldn't get rid of the taste of it because it was like it fucking burned. And then eventually, after like years of trying and being unsuccessful, we're like, you know what? Let's just follow the fucking song. And we never did because it sounded insane. It was 1 cup of Malibu,
Yeah.
half a 2.6 of 151, and fill the rest up with pineapple juice.
Holy crap.
And the whole time we're like, half a 2.6, like that's fucking insane. But then we did it, and we're like, oh my god, you can't taste the 151 at all. And it was literally like 1 drink you were drunk, 2 drinks you were like you were done.
Oh no.
It was we did it like 3 times, and then we're like, okay, we can't do this anymore. This is gonna kill us.
Mm-hmm.
me and my buddy though, like back in college, we were broke as fuck, right? And so we were always trying to go, like, we drank like every night, and we were trying to figure out how to like save money, and we would go splits on a 2.6 of 151, and pass it back and forth all night swinging it. And it was cheap, and it got you fucking hammered. But it had a flame arrestor on it, so you had to like rip that off. Otherwise, it poured so slowly, and it was just death.
A flame on the bottle?
Yeah.
So you couldn't Molotov it?
I'm not
that?
exactly sure why they put the flame arrestors on them.
I guess 151
It was
is
like a
probably pretty
screen.
flammable.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's super flammable.
Everything burns.
Enter Thistle.
So Oz,
Yes.
once you have so there's 3 files. One's kind of like the intro to the audiobook, kind of like, Latin House Publishing presents Dirge of Titans, written by S.J.S. Adair,
Yes.
voice acted by a full cast with the dedication, and then chapter 1 isn't complete, but it's kind of like my approximation for ACX standard. And chapter 3 is kind of like a 1-minute excerpt from Annalise's chapter, like number 3, that I fiddled with a female VA with AI, which I can't use for ACX.
Can't use as in doesn't work, or can't use, you're not skilled with it yet?
Not allowed.
Oh. Wait, what?
Not allowed. They ACX is very strict when it comes to AI that they don't have propriety use with.
I'm sorry, now I'm lost. What's ACX?
It's like Kindle for audiobooks. So they're ACX is the people that distribute.
Oh, okay, for distribution. Yeah.
There's other distributors like Kobo, I think, has a different distributor. Barnes and Noble, I think, does And now Speechify has their own distributor too, which is almost solely AI, which is really interesting.
What I've seen done, like for AI voices and stuff, it's best if you, rather than going from text, if you map it onto an existing read. So you have to read the line first and then map the AI to the recording, and then it will be more natural. It's like what TikTok does when they do, like TikTok has like the voice changer or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's essentially a voice changer more so than a AI generated.
Yeah, pretty much. I'll give that a shot, maybe for more organic feel, but either way, I still can't use it. I'm still gonna have to like post like an ad on ACX for specific characters. Really, I only kind of need.
Or you could always start tweaking your acting, and then in post you can EQ it and raise it up a little bit.
Oh yeah. Like I already kind of wanted to do like half the book through Vaughn's narrative anyway, because his voice is already so familiar in my head. Like in terms of like speech, mannerisms, tone, and pitch. But it's the female characters. Because I've heard some male VA voice actor VO.
Yep. Voiceover.
Yeah, VO actors. Yeah, voiceover actors. They can do a good female voice, but I find it's not quite the same. Like I really like. Yeah, I like what they did in World War Z with the different voices for the different characters. But they have a lot of different characters in that book, and I can only really afford like 3 or 4.
Oh yeah, you've only got so many voices in you. No matter how good you are, you only got so many voices in you.
Yeah.
I will point out, I see Alex just moved the token. We did just go past a market.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I'll come back to that in a moment. So we're ready to. Before you guys, I'm just gonna one extra note before you guys moved on. What was her name? I already forgot it. Who's gonna remember the name before I look it up?
We walked past the guy, the head, whatever they call him.
Grand Souk?
The Grand Souk, yeah, we walked past the Grand Souk.
But you guys are headed towards the Red Bazaar, were you not?
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought you were talking about something that we passed on the way.
We're gonna rough up to Ben in a varying way.
I would assume that Alex would have stopped us if anything interesting was happening there. So
yes, if anything of note had happened there, or if Thistle had smelled a street meat vendor, or if you had noticed any military locations, then yes, I've interrupted your travel, as had been requested specifically.
It looks like we are approaching the third mound, and we are in the vicinity. I would like to suggest the group. Oh yeah, looks like we're not too far away from another one of those little hills.
One moment here. Sorry, I lost the tab that had the thing I was looking for.
I might suggest we turn left here and go take a look up there, see what kind of temple that is.
Sorry, just trying to find what was the name of the NPC I literally just had you guys encounter. If you can remember. Can anyone remember before I successfully look it up eventually?
Her name... I don't know what her name was.
Cinder Sylvain. No, wait.
No.
Kael. Yeah, Kael. I found it. Nobody gets inspiration for remembering it before I can look it up.
Oh, I will do something else. Yeah, no worries.
I automatically get inspiration after a long rest.
Before you left, Kael explained that you can find her or her representatives at the betting tables near the Executioner's Run, which is in the just northwest of the city walls. If you guys can see my ping there.
Sorry, could you ping again?
Up here.
That's where the gambling... What did you call the name of the place?
The Executioner's Run.
I was zoomed in too much. Ah,
Just outside the northwest.
with the
gates.
pyramids and stuff. Is it like a gaming
So-
district?
Anyway, you made your way through the city. You're at the edge of the Red Bazaar. You notice ahead that there are a number of tents and stalls. Thistle, the aroma of roasted meat fills your nose ahead.
Yes.
You haven't quite gotten there yet, but if Thistle wanted to react to the smell of food, it is now it's now mid-afternoon. You're probably getting, you haven't had a chance to have lunch yet, and it's starting to get a little bit late in the day.
I'm practically wasting away here. So, I just go, ooh, street meat, food, and I'm holding Crom. Like I every time I get a chance, I'm piggybacking, and I'm pointing you in the direction of where I'm smelling it.
Okay.
Right,
So, yeah,
I had Digger's
do make
breakfast.
it-
I'm good.
You guys do make it into the Red Bazaar district. There is a variety of vendors around you, all sorts of hustle and bustle as local Cheltons are buying their everyday needs and supplies. Food vendors, spice vendors, purveyors of just general goods are all around you.
Right, let's
There-
try to not be distracted, mates. I was hoping Thistle would interrupt me.
I'm gonna let you finish, and then I'm going to make you rule that choice.
Okay, go ahead, Bruce. With what
That's
you were
it.
about
That's
to
all I
say.
said. It's like, all right, mates, we're
It's
gonna
like-
try to not get distracted with the stuff. I swear we'll come back here in a bit. We got to figure out what's happening with those other two temples.
Thistle clips on the Crom and go that way. More meat. Bye, Bruce.
Why?
As a centaur who is always hungry, I comply.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're never gonna get
the
this
two
mission
of
done with a
you,
couple tucker fuckers on our route.
The two of you with advantage, give me an investigation check.
Me and or just
Let's say Thistle with advantage, being assisted
Okay.
by Crom.
Oh my god. Thank God for the advantage.
Yeah, so you do notice a particular stall. It seems to have very large, very red and bloody chunks of meat hanging around it. The stall vendor is grilling various pieces of this meat.
I unsaddle from Crom and walk on up to the stall. And is there a seat or is there a queue?
It's kind of like kind of imagine sort of like a noodle vendor in typical
Yeah.
animes,
Okay.
but with meats. So
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
there's a couple of seats in front of the grill with a couple of tables.
So yeah, I just kind of saddle up to the seat and go, two bloody burning smell good.
I will also have 2 burning meat sticks.
Yeah, the vendor welcomes you and says that'll be 5 silver per piece, so it's a total of 10 silver, each for each of you. And
Do
he
I
offers
need
you some rather large, rare steaks.
Thistle will look up to Crom with like puppy baby eyes and hold a gold and go, I don't know how many works. Help.
Calva has all his money.
I'll pay little man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's 10 gold for me and my little friend.
10 gold?
The
That's
vendor
silver.
very,
Oh my
very
God.
excitedly.
Silver.
Sorry. Oh, 10 silver. Okay. Yeah, fair
You
enough.
want me to hold on your money too?
Oh my god, Crom's even worse with money.
That's
But you
10 silver
barbarians,
each,
what
by
did
the
you
way, so
expect?
it's a total of 20 silver because you both
Okay.
asked for 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, he slaps on a couple of large red bloody rare steaks
Mm.
on each of your plates and slides it in front of you. He He seems a little bit confused as he notes the size difference between the two of you as you've ordered the same thing. Like Crom ordering 2 of these very large, like these are like 20-ounce steaks. Each, right?
Nice.
They're big. So Crom ordering this much food makes sense to him. Thistle not so much, but he's happy to take your money.
And then he stands in horror as Thistle finishes the.
I'm gonna put these in my 3 stomachs.
3 stomach rookie numbers.
All right, I gotta ask. Do I see any vendors that are performative or looking to draw draw a crowd or something? They have a show to go with their cooking.
There does appear to be not necessarily cooking, but there does appear to be a couple of buskers putting on a bit of a show. One in particular has a couple of very small dinosaurs that appear to be doing tricks.
Ooh.
I go right over there. Oh yeah, mate.
Well,
What you
and
got?
I should explain along the way too, like as this is a much more busy bustling market district compared to the more hoity-toity areas you came from. You do see like carts being pulled by dinosaurs, such as say Ankylosauruses and other such beasts of burden that are
Ankylosaurs make great beasts of burden.
Yeah, they do in this city.
Yep.
Yeah, the questionability about their trainability. They managed to figure out how to train dinosaurs around here. So, yes.
I'm trying to resist the actually right now. Okay. I would recommend a mid-size. I would recommend a mid-size iguanodont like a Camptosaurus or something as a piece. Anyway.
Nerd.
Nerd. Anyway, all right. So I go right over to the guy and be like, "Oi, what you got there? Couple of nice little blokes you got. Where'd they come from?"
Yes, as he leads his, they're little 2-legged dinosaurs. They kind of, what's a good example? I'm not calling. They're definitely not
carnivorous, or I will give you a dinosaur.
Give me. They're little 2-legged. They're
herbivores or
they appear to
herbivores?
have sharp teeth. I'm imagining. I don't remember what they're called in the Jurassic Park movie, but those little guys like swarm.
Compsognathus.
Yeah, those guys. That's what they are.
Okay. He's got little compies. Okay. Oh, that's cute. Oh, he's got little
about
compies.
3 or 4 little compies, and they're like jumping through hoops and like balancing balls on their nose and such like that.
Oh, look at them go there. Look at them.
Compy circus.
Just chirping and having a great old time. I'd like to. I realize he's in the middle of a performance. Is he like in the middle of a show? Does he have a crowd? Am I interrupting something?
Yeah, he's got a bit of a crowd. He's definitely is performing at the time. You know, he's engaging the crowd.
All right, I will not attempt to. I will not attempt to charm the comps.
You know, where some of the onlookers are throwing some coins into.
I'm just taking a mental note.
Yeah.
I'm so tempted to. Oh wait, should I? Yeah, I would. All right, I'm gonna.
What's Kael and Calva doing?
No, I'm gonna be an asshole. You guys better do something because I'm about to put on my own competitive show to make some money. Did you forget what I can summon?
Yeah, look at Thistle, the angel of chaos. Yeah, I'm gonna stop what I'm doing and come over there. So,
Crom unironically whips out his pan flute.
You play the pan flute while you eat the steak.
Yeah. Now that I've bulked up.
Okay.
Yeah. Eating the steak, I'm like, yeah, bust out those tunes.
Okay, this is really specific. So if he's like here, right? I'm gonna go. Is that where he's performing?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
And I'm going to summon my dragon.
Okay, is there any restrictions on your ability to do that, or is that just something you can just do?
Once per long rest.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm wasting my summon on.
Okay.
I mean, he stays around. He stays around until he dies or something happens. It doesn't require concentration or anything. So he's just here now.
Now, being that dinosaurs are a common thing around here, dragon might not necessarily stand out as being overly upsetting to the locals. So
That is not at first.
Yeah,
He's a 2 foot tall
be,
Drake right now.
Yeah. So yeah, there wouldn't be an immediate panic. Is there anything specific you're going to do with them?
I'm going to offer. I'm gonna hold up. I got people playing here, so let somebody else do their turn first.
Okay. Kael, Calva, anything you guys want to get up to?
I'm just gonna eat my. I'm gonna get a steak as well.
Okay, that'll be fun. It'll just simply be 5 silver.
Okay.
Kael?
Kael's going to look around and see, are there any individuals sitting alone who may look hungry or a little bit less well off, that may be watching the crowd or begging or anything like that?
Give me an investigation check.
On high tonight.
Yeah, you don't notice anyone specifically begging. Although this is not as opulent or affluent as the neighborhood you guys wandered where that temple was, it does seem to be a rather clean, rather wealthy area. There seems to be no overt poverty where you're at right now.
What other street vendors are there? What other food options are there?
So there's a significant variety. Pretty much anything in terms of groceries or daily necessities. Even some potions and whatnot would be findable in this area. Yeah, so you're basically what are you looking for? There's a pretty good chance you're going to find it.
Okay, well, Kael's looking for something a little bit less gigantic steak. Is there a stand that's selling something like trail mix or?
Yes, you do. You find a stand that is selling a variety of nuts and legumes.
Okay, Kael will wander over there and purchase something to eat.
They offer you a bowl of seasoned legumes with nuts and a variety of other things for 3 silver.
Okay. While I'm sitting there enjoying my bowl, I'm going to ask the vendor about the dinosaurs, if they're found local to the city, or were they in the jungle, or were they brought in by ship?
The vendor exclaims, clearly you're not from around here, but no, yeah, the dinosaurs and giant lizards of all kinds are very common in the jungles of Chult. They have been utilized for a variety of purposes for as long as I can remember. In fact, throughout the city's history, they've become a very significant part of our culture. And in fact, once a week, there are special races that take place right here in the streets of the city. I believe the next one is scheduled 3 days from now.
It's very interesting. So the people here have developed ways to tame these creatures.
Well, not all. He explains that not all dinosaurs are adept to being tamed, but they they have found a variety of ways to be able to interact with them and be able to coexist in a beneficial way. The more
Fascinating.
dangerous dinosaurs tend not to be brought into the city, though.
Is
Understand.
Kael technically a dinosaur?
Yes.
Oh.
Good question.
I'm
That's a good
not-
question
I'm
for a
not an avian.
dinosaur answer.
You'll just have to wait
So,
and find out later
As
in the,
horses
in the
are to
campaign.
Crom, monkeys are to Bruce, dinosaurs are to Kael.
Yes.
I guess
Okay.
if a chicken is just an evolved T-Rex.
No, let's not be reductive. You're gonna go on a nerd rant here.
I know
And
chickens are
then
pretty vicious.
What is Thistle's common ancestor?
I think it's a mushroom.
Thistle. It's a mushroom.
Thistle is always
Yeah.
Thistle is Thistle.
Actually, at some point, I'm going to drop some deep Kender lore on you all, and you're going to be like, "What? That makes too much sense."
I mean, Calva is a boulder.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Maybe we share a common ancestor.
Maybe.
Ooh.
All right.
Anyway,
am I now,
going
now
back,
that? Oh, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Thistle.
I was just going to say, going back to Crom playing the pan flute.
Mhm.
Thistle finishes his second steak and is like, "Oh, that was good. That was good." You don't happen to have any sweet pies, or can point me in any sweet pie?
He's asking the vendor.
Yeah.
He explains that just a few stalls down, you'll find a selection of pastries available.
Wait, I have to
Ooh.
ask for semantic reasons. When you say sweet pie, is that Thistle confusing sweet meats and meat pie? Because both are meat.
Take that. Yeah, take that how you will.
Yeah. The vendor interpreted it as you're looking
Mhm.
for pastries.
Yeah,
Which makes sense.
Thistle likes food.
Yes.
And I thank the vendor, and I kind of stop and go, I hear tell there's a place like a gambling hut or a den of money lending and gambling. Whereabouts is that?
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh. Mhm.
15. Yeah, he explains. Well, it's not the most savory place, but just north of the city is an arena of sorts. It's called the Executioner's Run. It's pretty popular. There's usually events most days. They take criminals and they have them run a gauntlet of a variety of hazards, mostly a variety of carnivorous dinosaurs.
Mhm.
But the onlookers tend to like to bet on the outcomes, and should they make it all the way through, their sentences are usually commuted.
Dinosaur
That's-
gladiator
That
fights.
is exceedingly rare.
That sounds actually very interesting.
Sounds like they
as you can see, my friend and I are very strong.
Strong.
Perhaps there's an arena for us to test our skills that is maybe one could gamble upon.
I need a quick pause as I have to double check some details.
Okay.
So there is the Executioner's Run, as he explained.
Yeah.
Is in-
I'm looking
You're
basically
looking
for an
specifically for-
underground fight ring.
Yeah. Okay.
I was waiting till this conversation, because when this conversation's over, you guys are going to look over and notice that Bruce is in the middle of something absolutely stupid. So,
Bruce, if you would like to explain what's going on while I'm looking at these details, that's feel
right.
free.
so
Feel
rewind
free
about
to do so in an elaborate way.
rewind about 2 minutes. Yeah, it's like, so Bruce moves over after seeing the guy with his two little compies, and so he goes to the other side of this tent, so that he's not too competitive, but he can draw his own crowd, kind of thing. And he takes the crystal from his neck and he holds it up in the air, and he's like, "All right, Bongo, time to come out, mate." And you see Bongo sort of materialize as the purple sort of flares come around, and he's like, "Right, so I challenge anyone. This guy right here, I guarantee any poison that you guys have, it only costs 5 gold, and you can feed my boy Bongo here any poison you got. And if you can make him choke on it, I'll give you your money back. As a matter of fact, I'll double it. You give me 5, I'll give you 10 if you can make him choke on any poison you got." And Bongo starts jumping around and like just doing stuff. You see like these purple flames or this purple like sort of gaseous beam project out of his mouth as he like was up. He's like kind of dancing around, chasing his tail, acting kind of like a happy puppy dog.
You know, Thistle, this is how a horse named Harambe died.
I would pour one out for Harambe. I expose my left pec for him. When we even say tits out.
As Bongo's kind of like dancing around a little bit, he's doing a thing. He's like, "All right, Bongo, before I do it, let's see if we can get rid of a crowd going. I bet your dinosaurs can't do this." And so Bongo like jumps up and he like unleashes a big giant beam of like this plasma beam into the air as he's just sort of showing off. He's putting on a bit of a show. I guess, can I make a performance check on behalf of the dragon?
I would say I was going to come up with some version of asking you to do a performance check.
Yeah, so, I'm wondering if I would say he has his own
it's kind
sets.
of a combination between the two of you, right? Because it's not just like it's you selling, his performance as well as him doing the performance itself.
Yes, so it's a combined performance, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just going to be a simple performance check on by you.
Let's do it. I may change my script depending on this roll.
That one.
Nope. Let's go, mate.
Okay. Yes. So
it is the most fucking entertaining thing you've ever seen in your life.
You draw quite a crowd. I'd say you spend probably about an hour performing. Well, we're going to backtrack to a couple of other things while that's going on.
I'm specifically trying to make money here. I'm wondering if anybody comes up with...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So over that hour, between a couple of people, offering, some things to feed to Bongo and take up your challenge and just giving...
How much gold am I getting?
Hold around a hat. I'm getting to that.
Okay, sorry. I only care about the gold. Sorry.
Yeah, so over about an hour, and with a nat 20, I'd say you generate about 50 gold pieces. The equivalent of. Mostly in the forms of coppers and silvers, but quite a bit. You've drawn quite a crowd. Nat 20 goes a long way, along with your good description. So,
a little Bongo being completely immune to poison is is just absolutely happy to eat it all up.
Yeah. So we're gonna check back on Jim really quick. Spencer, give me an investigation check from Jim's stats.
Okay, I gotta quickly look up.
No, I haven't forgotten about you, Thistle. We'll come back.
Oh, but I didn't think you had. Don't worry. You can't forget about me. I will always be here.
Sorry, was it in investigation?
Investigation, yes.
So that is intelligence. He's +0. So that's good.
I now have 300 silver and 4,000 copper.
That's probably getting a little heavy.
I'll take it.
16. Okay, yeah. So in his eavesdropping, Jim overhears them talking about their god. So, just had it here a second ago. But they talk about the importance of individuality, individual expression, and fashion, and how it's important to express your your status and your occupation through the way you present yourself. Let me double check the name of the god they represent. Sorry, just lost it here. Yeah, is the Temple of Soon. And yeah, they very much have put an importance on presentation, fashion, and charisma.
Is it still busy over there? Are there still people in there?
There have been people coming and going throughout the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna tell him to hang out there, and until night.
Okay, fair enough.
And then I'm gonna turn to the other people at the table with me and be like, "All right, that's the temple soon over there, and we have no reason to go there."
No reason, you say?
That sounds like a really good reason to go.
No.
Get to the other end of the city again.
I have no reason to not trust Calva.
Okay. So coming back to Thistle, so the vendor explains that while there's no combat arena per se, the two main gambling events are the weekly dinosaur races and the Executioner's Run. While it is exceedingly rare, there have been some individuals who've chosen to voluntarily participate in the Executioner's Run, seeking prize and glory. But for the most part, the participants are criminals.
Okay.
I reckon I'm here with Thistle, right? Like we're done with the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thistle will think the vendor, turn around and go, "What the hell, Bruce? I stopped for lunch and you whipped out your dragon. You're gonna get us thrown in jail."
Oh, he said the Bongo. It's like, aren't you? You're a good little money maker, aren't you, mate? And Bongo's just like kind of like happily sitting there. Bongo's just out with us now. Like, I've not put him away yet.
In my head, I'm just imagining Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, except he's only like 2 feet tall, but yes.
Yeah.
So is he big enough I could ride him?
No, he's probably about the same size as you right now.
Okay.
He just wait. He just got born, dude.
Like I'm petting him, I'm like, one day.
His skin is, as you're petting him, so you know his skin is made of black sapphire, so it's like these black crystals that are kind of growing, and his scales resemble like obsidian crystals.
Yeah. I'm like, ooh, One Direction.
Yes, One Direction.
Yeah.
They're
Now that I think of it, for if you do something similar in the future, Bruce, remind me. We'll combine performance with animal handling, but in this case, you got a nat 20, so that would have overridden.
Well, it was the reason I asked earlier about the crowd around the other guys because I was going to attempt to animal handling his compies and get them to obey me instead of him. So we avoided that.
I'm sure there couldn't be any consequences to stealing someone's dinosaur.
Wait, so you would make me roll animal handling on my own dragon?
Well, he's still an animal.
Okay.
And it would be a combination of the, just because you roll low doesn't mean he's going to entirely disobey you.
Yeah.
But if you roll high, right, his tricks are going to be that much more impressive.
This is true. So it's my competence as a trader more so than my connection.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not doing Ash's Charizard.
You don't have enough badges to trade me.
Bongo comes out, he's just like, fuck you, man.
Maybe a nat 1, he accidentally
maybe, yeah, he's just in a grumpy mood that day.
Yeah.
But yeah, the thing is I can only bring him out once per long rest, so he's just with us now until he dies or until something happens that I gotta put him away, but yeah, so Thistle and you're finishing up your food.
Like both steaks are gone. Like
Yeah, Crom's are
40
gone too.
ounces of meat. So I come over and I
I-
say, do I hear anything about these races like this? Do I know anything about this, or is this just Thistle?
You were pretty busy with what you were doing.
Okay.
So Thistle and Kael both found out about the dinosaur races independently.
Right.
But yeah, so and like I said, it's been about an hour now that you
Fair
guys
enough.
have just kind of been hanging out.
So I come
Yeah.
over and I'm like, well, I think we're gonna do just fine here, guys. This place is right full of exactly the sort of people we need.
I just ate my body weight in steak. I love it.
Good Lord.
Oh, I thought this.
Plus, you're just happy here in Fort Nyanzaru.
Oh, I thought this little. I thought this little Vikai was going to be a total shitstorm, but turns out we're actually on proper holiday, mates.
But remember, we have two things we have to do. We have to break someone's kneecaps.
Right.
For money.
Trivet's kneecaps, and then we have to do the death thingy.
I mean, we don't have to, but we want to.
Well, our patron
Stay-
person thing.
I mean, we can have it both
kind of-
ways.
The whole
dying
campaign
and-
just a vacation in this town.
And I mean, eventually Bruce is going to die, and I mean that's going to suck for Bruce. And I kind of grown accustomed to the man who makes words. The words don't make sense, but I mean, like, they're fun. They're like clown language. Hi, Bruce.
You're right. So
Oh yeah, mate, how you going? I see that. What are you talking there? You got my bunker mixed up with some real speech.
Dr. Crom, exactly like that.
Right, keep staying fat, dumb, and happy, mate. Okay.
Something cunt daft.
Oh, it's cunt blunt, mate. Get it right. Daft is a Scots.
You all look the same to me. And I
Right.
hop down off my stool and walk away.
So before we leave here, before we get this thing done, I defo need to get myself a dinosaur, because it looks like they're going by the dozen around here. I see them everywhere.
They are quite common.
not to absolutely
Yes, you should
derail the
open the door. Get on the floor. And
not to absolutely totally derail the campaign. And I'm hoping one day you might actually say no to this.
Thistle
but-
proceeds to totally derail the campaign.
No. What are your thoughts on sidekicks?
I thought Thistle was a sidekick.
Doesn't Thistle have 4 sidekicks?
Your
almost-
minions. Don't conflate your ego.
Minions. Okay. Oh, we're below sidekick.
Thistle, I thought you were
So
going to say you're an MC in a sea of NPCs.
I'm playing D&D like a single player game.
Ah.
I mean, sometimes Bruce has main character syndrome, but Thistle takes it to a whole new level.
I'm in my own isekai. So,
You're not the
What
one
I'm
who's hit
talking
by a
about-
truck and died.
not yet. Wait till the dinosaur hits me and I end up in the real world.
Reincarnated as a midget with a large axe.
Uh,
No, just a plucky Japanese schoolgirl.
good news, you get a large axe. Bad news, you were born in Darwin.
No. So what I'm
Oh, damn.
asking, there are rules in Tasha's about sidekicks. Specifically, you can have animals or things that eventually grow with you. What I'm really looking at is, can I buy a small dinosaur and call it a mastiff, and then I have a riding dinosaur?
I
Well,
mean,
there
it wouldn't have magical abilities,
Dinosaurs
but-
available for purchase.
Not
somewhere in the
yet.
city.
Okay.
Not yet. What are you going to enchant a dinosaur?
With that kind of Wow. I'm sorry. My brain just went stupid.
Not with that attitude, you're not.
No.
That's where. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm running on 4
I'm
hours
clipping
of
that
sleep
and
since I've
speeding up
coffee.
Alex's voice
Oh,
for that
no.
part. Yeah, no, I definitely need a dinosaur. Even though I have a dragon, I'm getting greedy here. I have a literal
No.
dragon who will grow into a full-size dragon, but I want a dinosaur. I want a
It'd
dinosaur!
be a party of 5 turning into a party of 10.
Well, maybe Bongo wants his own dinosaur. Bongo can ride a dinosaur, and then I can.
Oh, Crom has idea.
I guess Jim may as well get a dinosaur.
Yeah, there
all
we go.
Get horses.
Isn't the whole
They
point
can
of Jim is that he's hard to
transport.
he's stealthy. Jim
we get
riding an
all the-
ankylosaurus.
Jim is a tiny creature. He is small enough that that he could ride a copy.
No, I know. I'm just picturing Jim goes invisible, but he's riding a dinosaur.
I mean, like, that could work.
I'm not sure
I'm-
how Jim's animal handling skills would enable him to steer
for you,
a
master.
dinosaur.
Well,
I mean, this is
That'd
how we
be
win
great.
the dinosaur races.
Well, we can't win the dinosaur well, sorry, you haven't brought up the dinosaur races in universe, so
Yeah. So no, out
Okay.
of character. I'm just saying we
Yeah.
can win the dinosaur races by rigging them by betting on basically the one that has the highest odds, using Jim to go invisible and I don't know,
To
Eldritch blast
ride a
their
dinosaur.
kneecaps.
combination. So at
Um,
level 3, I already have a +5 in animal handling, so I can,
out of
that combined
character.
with Jim and yeah, we can yeah. Anyway,
I actually did
Um,
just have an idea about the whole prisoner race thing. We could bet on somebody and then Jim could go out invisible. And if anybody's beating him, just trip him. But then I'm like, I'm supposed to be a lawful good or neutral lawful. I don't think that's
Supposed to
lawful
be
neutral, that's fine.
both.
As long as you are following the book, you're good. Consequences
Hey,
be
immunity your
damned.
demons.
Out of character. If birds are dinosaurs,
Yes,
ish hashtag.
birds are a very, very small group of dinosaurs. Yes.
Very small group of dinosaurs. Yes. Does that mean that chocobos would technically be a dinosaur race?
Yes.
There you go.
We had this discussion when we discussed that Kael is basically dinosaur.
Oh no, I was porting in the RP of a different.
Do you want to go lasso terror birds and see what turn one of them into a chocobo?
Yes, I do.
Again, we joked at session 0 that this game might run off the rails from Tomb of Annihilation to pirates on the high seas. You introduce dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs and pirates. That's all it is. Forget the soul.
Dinosaurs
Oh, I
monkeys,
also-
dinosaurs and pirates.
I also want to point
That's one
out
piece
there
of
is
whatever.
actually an officially released D&D reference. Like, it is a dinosaur stat book. That was released by a paleontologist to add dinosaurs into with stat blocks and stuff. So that does exist.
There's full rules. There's been for many an addition for dinosaur racing.
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm just telling Alex. It's like you probably find for free like actual dino stat blocks instead of just what. I
there's
mean,
some
this campaign
actually
has.
included
Yeah, this
in
campaign would obviously have some. But if you want to get super nerdy, then you could find.
Well, given my audience, I might just have to look into that.
Yes.
We have to miss 2 games because you've gone so deep down the well. You're actually out in Alberta digging up fossils.
Which version of Spinosaurus are we? No. It's like it's a Spinosaurus is like, wait, what version are we on? Like 2.4 or 5.3? Spinosaurus has like biannual patch updates. Okay, so it's okay. Back to in universe. I've shown up. Thistle has asked me about what was going on with Bongo. I sort of explained, and now I've said in character. I've said to the group that I definitely need to get. We definitely need to get Dino at some point. I gotta have one for myself. I'm sure I'll do just fine.
Well, actually, I believe with enough gold, we can we can bet on them. They actually race them around.
They race them, you say?
Yeah.
Where do they do that?
Turn back to the vendor. Turn back to Bruce. Around.
Right. Well, we can't do anything about it right now, so looks like we got to find some of our own first. I'm definitely not buying one. We'll find one in the wild. I think I can handle it. But that's a conversation for later. Right now, we got to head up on that hill and see what's up there.
As Bruce says that, Thistle turns back to Crom. Oh, he gonna die again, and I'm not gonna be the cause of it.
Probably not.
I don't hear you say that, and I turn to Thistle. I'm like, by the way, you were right, mate. That was a good idea. Stop. Made a little bit of coin, and we got Bongo here. Join our little troop.
Good job, Bongo.
Bungle.
Good job, Bongo. Anyway.
Actually, I do have to retcon something.
Oh.
Because I straight up lied to accidentally.
You lied.
Because I missed this.
Thistle already forgot. It's okay.
Yeah. So actually, that part where I said there isn't a particular arena for combat. Yeah. No, I straight up lied. On the hill directly above you guys, right here.
Where I'm suggesting going right now. We're literally on our way there right now.
Yeah. As Oz says, let's go up that hill. I'm like, okay, let me double check on what this hill is. Oh, great. Oh fuck, I fucked something up.
Look.
So the vendor pulls me back and goes, "Hey, little guy, I didn't want the horseman to hear."
Yeah. So he explains that there is the Grand Coliseum, Stone Arena, is the site of the gladiatorial games. They're usually intended to be non-lethal, but accidents happen. They have a lot of animal combats and spectacular circuses.
I feel the need to point out to Kael, as he would probably be aware of this. We are ignoring and bypassing the very obvious red X.
Well, that's the area you guys were already in.
No, I understand that. We're about to leave the area, and I have forgotten. Thistle has forgotten. Crom. Everybody has forgotten why we're here or doesn't care. I believe Kael would have something to say. Just gonna say, you can choose, but
Kael's off on his own right now.
Okay then.
When it comes around to me, I will explain.
All right, let's go to the Coliseum, and I begin walking.
Okay. So Kael, you mentioned you were off on your own. You did wander slightly away. About an hour has passed. Did you go back to join the group, or are you looking to do something on your own? Not that just yeah. What do you want to do, man?
So after Kael finished eating, he would be looking for a shop that sold supplies for travelers who were heading out into the jungle.
Okay. So yeah, we'll say you're spending some time looking around for that sort of thing, and we'll and so you're doing that while the rest of the party is going off to check out the arena and have a good time. Someone here is being responsible.
Staying focused.
Okay. Yeah. Give me. Let's say.
And I would certainly be asking around, the vendor where I grabbed a meal, or any of the other vendors. I'd be looking for directions as I was wandering.
Yeah. Okay, everyone but Kael, give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Was that control?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, controls with disadvantage. Shift is for advantage. Sorry, my computer's being a little laggy.
Ooh.
Perception, you said?
Yeah. But at disadvantage.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ow.
Oh!
Crom, did you just roll a 21 and a 20?
Yeah.
I did.
Calva walked into a wall.
Yeah. Crom, you're the only one that
Jesus,
notices
Crom.
Kael is not with the group.
I thought
Oh,
my dice just froze. I have no idea where they're landing. Oh, okay.
wait, who's not with the group?
Kale.
Kael.
Yeah,
You're
no,
bird-
we're
Oh
all
my
sub
God.
10. You're the only one who notices.
We gotta get a Kael.
I'm too excited about dinosaurs. Thistle's too excited about the meal he just had.
Yeah, you guys have all been significantly distracted by between meat and dinosaurs and the prospect of the arena.
I tell Bruce, Kael is a dinosaur. Ah!
I mean, I got my happy little mate with me now. You know, Bongo's traveling with us now. He's just a happy little lad. Look at him go.
So yeah, did you guys want to continue on to the arena? Did you want to look for Kael?
Well, now that Crom has said something, I'm like, where's Blue Jay Man?
I'm gonna go find our dinosaur.
Bongo and I are already on our way to the arena, so unless you guys call us
Okay.
back, we're not really
Bruce,
stopping.
Blue Jay's missing.
Oi, what? Oh no! Like I said, you just got so excited. Fuck, where
They're
we
going to
leave
sell him
him?
into the racing.
Yeah, I reckon he's not too distracted. He's probably got a good reason. Do you remember when the last time we saw him? Can I make a history
He was
check?
with you.
Is that too recent for a history check, or?
While you guys are having this conversation, you hear what sounds like a roar of a crowd coming from the direction of the arena. You can't quite
Jesus.
make out what's being said. That you hear like the muffled voices of announcers and such like that. It's pretty clear something is going on at the arena as you speak.
You can talk over me. I'm just...
Dot. I kind of look up at Bruce around to Kava. Crom, you don't think that the smart one went to the arena?
I don't know. Wait, he called him the
So,
smart one.
If you were missing, what would you want Kael to do?
I mean, I would like Kael to be here, so I can ask him if he went to the arena, obviously.
Well, if I know him, he probably went where we were supposed to be.
Yeah,
Is that where we're supposed to be?
Bruce, give me an insight check.
Yeah. Oh, insight, okay. Bruce might have the dumb. We're... that's not bad.
Yeah, 16 is going to be good enough. You recall your feathered friend has wings and the ability to fly, and if anyone in the party is capable of catching up to you guys, it's probably him.
Yeah. So I reassure everyone. Right, and you know what? Kyle's pretty smart. He's probably got enough going for him. If we carry on, he'll find us.
Okay.
I wouldn't worry too much about him. He's got a good head on his shoulders. Or wings or whatever. Can't believe I'm saying that.
He's got a good pair of wings
How
on
the
his shoulders.
fuck-
He can fly them.
How'd the fucking bird brain become my second in command?
Your choices were the literal horseman, the mushroom person, and the sentient rock. You were doomed from the start.
Okay. Crom, you mentioned you wanted to go looking for Kael.
Yeah.
That's still perfect. So if you want to go do that, and if the others want to go to the arena, like that's something.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he must be at the arena because we heard the announcer as I said, "Where's the Blue Jay Man?" I mean, that's just
And the
that's how
audience
fate
responded.
works.
The audience responded to you.
This
Your
is
main
a TV
character
show.
syndrome is kicking in.
Yes,
Of course,
this is the
yes.
main character.
The world responds to Thistle. All right, let's go.
You're
let's
just
go.
you're just reinforcing it.
All right, we are here.
Okay. Yeah. So, Calva, Bruce, and
Thistle.
Thistle all arrive at the Coliseum. The crowds are thick. There are at the entrance. There's a number of people collecting admission fees. It's pretty clear that admission for the regular seats is 5 copper pieces. There seems to be a short line of more affluent people going to another section, likely paying quite a bit more for their seats.
I joined that line.
Okay.
We aren't
Bruce
sitting in the
joined the
nosebleeds,
afternoon.
mates. We're sitting where the proper fair dinkum cunts go.
Yeah. Is that what do the rest of you guys want to do?
Have we
Thistle
seen the
and Calva?
prices for these yet, or no?
Not yet.
I didn't
All right,
fucking
I'll-
ask, mate.
I'll join Bruce in the line.
How busy does it seem?
Well, in general, the area is extremely crowded and busy.
I stand all of 2 foot nothing. How hard would it be for me to just keep walking between people's legs until I'm literally inside the arena, kind of
That's true.
just bypassed
This
everyone?
is true.
Give me a stealth check with advantage.
When Thistle wants a front row seat, Thistle gets a front row seat. Come on.
15. So you do manage to just weave your way through the people, the guards and entrance, the people taking payment don't seem to notice you. You manage to make your way into the general admission seating.
Perfect. What do I see inside? Or do you want to wait for everyone to get in so you can?
Yeah, we'll wait till everyone, at least attempts to get into the arena first.
I'm in the VIP queue.
Yeah. So, okay. So Bruce and Calva, you get to the front of the line, and the attendant seems to kind of look you up and down with a bit of a judgmental glare, and holds out their hand expectantly.
Sorry, who?
I assume you and Calva are next to each other?
Yep.
But
Yeah.
they look to you.
Well, yeah, Calva, you're joining me in the
Yeah.
expectantly.
Yeah. So, and they just hold out their hand expectantly.
I without even saying a thing, I just drop a gold in his hand.
The person looks extremely dissatisfied, snarky, and says, "Clearly, you don't belong here. Please move along, sir," and gives you your gold piece back.
I'm like, oh, all right.
Calva, give me
Maybe I'm not quite being persuasive enough. Bongo, you wanna explain to this man why we're allowed in?
hold
and,
that thought for a second.
yeah, I'll hold
Calva,
it,
give
yep.
me a perception check.
I love it how I'm not the problem child.
One gets a turn in the barrel.
I need to find Bongo's stats.
Oh,
Calva, are you
one
there?
sec.
Yeah.
Waiting on a perception check for me.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just about to intimidate a guy with my dragon. Oh
Nice.
fuck.
You notice that one of the other people in the affluent line hands over a rather hefty looking satchel as they walk in, but you're not really certain how much is likely contained in it.
I'm gonna tell the guy, all right, thanks, and I'm gonna turn around and walk out of the line. And I am going to whisper Jim. That's gonna take a while to change. And I'm gonna ask him to come on back, and I'm gonna snap my fingers to desummon him, and then I'll summon him back. I'm gonna go around a corner, so I'm kind of out of sight. And then I'm gonna summon him up
Damn it.
beside me.
You just left me there? Okay.
I got a different way in.
Okay. Yeah. So
You just
while
left
you're
me
doing
there,
that-
though.
Okay, so while we're
Harder,
doing that,
harder.
we're gonna
Oh
come back
shit!
to,
Right, you had your dragon thing. Oh fuck.
You just left me.
Oh my god, my bad.
He turned around, walked away.
Nope,
Bruce,
I'm committed to it
what were you
now.
saying- What were you saying about Bongo?
Oh fuck! I'm about to do something real stupid, guys.
I can't take that back, can I?
Nope,
That's fun.
not now.
Oh,
I'm committed to
my bad.
this. So Bongo is gonna do an intimidation check on the guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna
ahead
try to
and,
give this guy a little bit of a. It's like, oh, I think maybe you thought that you're thinking the wrong way about this, mate. And then Bongo's gonna come up and attempt to intimidate him.
Oh no.
With that
So what
8
do you want
charisma.
this to be? Is
Oh,
this-
that's adorable.
Just
my
give me an
charisma's okay.
intimidation check using Bongo's stats.
I don't know what Bongo's stats
You
are.
don't know what Bongo's stats are?
Oh, give me 1 second. I have them.
What kind of Drake is Bongo?
The Sapphire. He's a gem dragon. So, but the thing is with a Drakewarden, the stats are set. Doesn't matter what kind of dragon it is. The type of dragon only changes his damage type and immunity.
Drake Warden, Drake Companion. Let's see. Charisma -1.
So use my own intimidation.
Yeah, so just use his charisma stat at -1 and do a d20 roll. Doesn't necessarily have a
Oh, it's not my charisma stat? Oh,
you said specifically as Bongo doing the intimidating.
I did. Yeah. I did. I did. He is a cute dragon.
Toothless smiled.
15. Oh, 14. Sorry, 14.
Oh, 14. Okay, not bad, not bad.
I mean, he's a dragon that shoots poison plasma, so.
Alas. The vendor, while slightly disconcerted by the presence of this dragon, Drake, he exclaims, "Sir, animals are not permitted in the arena. You're going to have to leave."
Ah, get you. Oh, I get you, fucker. All right. Right. Some other
and
time,
give me a-
maybe, and I
give
just
me a
leave the line. I just leave the line.
Give me a perception check before you walk away.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. 13.
You do notice there are a few rather burly-looking guards behind this vendor.
Yeah. I move on.
Okay.
I'm
let's come
cursing him in the most Australian way possible. I've got a list of insults here, but what I say is not on this list.
Okay. Let's go back to Calva.
Do I see that Bruce hasn't made it in?
Well, I mean, I've walked away
you
now.
probably did. You probably didn't go that far away. You would have noticed that he was unsuccessful at getting through the vendor.
All right. I'll hold off on what I was gonna do. I'm gonna walk over to Bruce and be like, "No luck, eh?" And I was like, just say sorry. I forgot. I shouldn't have walked away like that.
Well, I thought they were. I thought they were like box seats or something like that. Turns out, it's probably only a queue for like nobility and shit. There's some pretty hefty dealers and some big coin bags and stuff going in there. The guy's looks like he's pretty stacked too with some brawn. Even little Bongo here was didn't even phase him.
Crazy. I'm gonna mention and be like, maybe instead of getting front row seats, maybe there's a way to get in the arena and make some money.
Oh, really? Boy, Bongo,
Maybe
you
we
want
should try
to
and figure that out?
Bongo, you got another little show in you? He just happily looks up. He has no idea what we're talking about, but he just happily looks up. Because I'm not speaking Draconic to him. I'm just
Does he understand Draconic?
well, I mean, he's a
The
baby.
dragon?
Probably not yet.
He speaks Draconic.
He does speak Draconic? Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
So Jim and Bongo can talk.
Jim speaks Draconic?
Yeah. And Common.
Oh, that's awesome. You picked Draconic. Yes!
Oh, no, sorry. It's Infernal. My bad. Fuck.
It's it's
Damn it.
it's not Abyssal.
No, it's
So he's a
it's
devil.
Infernal. Yeah.
Oh, he's a
Fuck,
devil.
I thought it was
Ooh.
Draconic.
Okay, that's yeah, because you're lawful neutral. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. Darn it, he speaks Infernal. Fuck,
Damn.
I speak Abyssal. Not. Damn it.
Fuck. All right, never mind about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we should find a way to get in and.
Well, at least we got
find
someone who speaks
talent.
Infernal. We got languages covered, I think. Pretty much between everybody, including Jim and. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
speak,
say.
Sylvan.
Yeah, you speak Sylvan. I speak a shit ton of stuff. Because my ranger pack just gives me shit. I mostly speak languages of like horrors, but
Yeah.
deep, abyssal, draconic.
The standard fare in Australia.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Australian is its own category as opposed to common.
Okay.
yeah,
Let's
so I'm
cut
there.
Back
All right.
to Crom for a moment. Crom, give me an investigation check, and let's see if you how successful you are at tracking down Kael.
Hmm.
9. Okay. You're wandering around the market district. The crowds aren't as thick as they were earlier, as a lot of them seem to have moved towards the arena. But you aren't able to find Kael right away. Kael, we're just going to have you, unless you have anything specific you want to interject, which you're more than welcome to do. And we're basically just going to do time is passing as you're looking for the things. And then I'll have a roll for what things you find.
Okay, sounds good.
So yeah, and Thistle is in the arena, just kind of finding himself a spot. Give me a. You know what? It's not going to be a roll for this. Thistle, there's a vendor kind of walking up and down the aisles, offering a variety of snacks, including meat on a stick and other such things.
Yeah, I'll be like, yeah, sure, I'll take something sweet.
It's time for 11sies.
Yeah, he offers you a variety of small pastries at a cost of 2 silver each.
Okay. I carefully reach in. I'm like, okay, copper, silver. And I pulled out 2 silvers, and I like carefully, like it's like a kid trying to spend his pocket money carefully.
Yeah.
Is Calva not in possession of all of your coin?
Not all of it. I gave him a
Okay.
good chunk of it.
I was wondering. Is he going to start a scene where he doesn't have enough money to pay for it?
Starts just crying in the middle like a 5-year-old because he doesn't have enough coin.
His 2 coppers aren't 2 silvers, and he's really upset about that.
Yeah. I really wanted something sweet. Where are my parents?
Okay. Yes, so you're able to acquire that.
Okay.
So Calva and Bruce, you said you wanted to try and find another way in the arena. So anything specific you wanted to look for?
Yeah, what do you mean you got another way in?
Well, I was thinking, why don't we try to find like not just a way in to watch, but find a way in to actually see if we can win some coin in the arena.
I don't know. We can do that until we got a contested. I mean, Bongo's great, but I don't think he's strong enough to fight a dinosaur yet. Well, how's Jim? You ever tested him? Maybe we could get Bongo and Jim to fight each other.
Mm.
I don't know if I'm just kidding, little
Dude.
guy. Don't worry about it. I'd never make you fight a little abomination like that.
we could really like make.
I feel like Bongo
Funny
would
with that.
have the advantage in that fight.
Probably.
I don't know.
Jim's
Maybe.
replaceable.
Oh wait, did I hear correctly earlier? Do we have 2 little fucking additions to the party that are immune to poison?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, he's immune to. Jim's immune to poison?
Yeah.
Is Calva also immune to poison?
Resistant.
Oh, resistant. Okay, okay. Hey, Bruce is working on being immune to poison himself, so there's a little bit of ways to go. Yes, we have 2 new additions that are both immune to poison. That's great.
Like I got a way to get myself in, but if we can both get in, that'd be.
I was so
better.
happy when I saw that Sapphire Dragons like poison damage. Yes. It makes sense because in my backstory, at least his dad, what I'm referring to as dad, ate purple worms as a food source.
Purple worms. Sound very
I'm gonna
appetizing.
have Jim fly around the structure to look for any other doors that might be like less guarded.
Okay, give me an
While invisible?
investigation check.
Yeah, while invisible. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, give me an investigation check from Jim Stats.
Jim stats. Investigation is what? Int? No. Investigation is int. Just making sure he doesn't have a thing for it. Okay. Can I just click on it? No, I won't do that. So it's int. Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Okay.
Righto.
Ooh, you guys have nat 20s at the best slash worst.
Best / worst is
Not in
exactly right.
combat.
Best for you, worst for me, just not because I don't want it to be successful, because now I actually have to come up with something that you actually found.
By the way, also want to point out every single session there has been at least one nat 20 and nat 1.
Yeah.
Honestly, those are the only rolls anyone ever remembers.
This is true.
So Jim does manage to locate a less descript door on the far side of the arena. There doesn't appear to be many people around, and there's just one guard who appears to be asleep at his post.
Perfect. I'm gonna tell Bruce, all right, I got a spot. Let's go.
Righto. All right, Bongo, let's go. I got Bongo stats up. So.
The call chain.
Bongo's
Okay. So yeah. So you guys head towards there.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking happy
yeah.
to have my Bongo with it. I'm just...
So yeah. You get to the door. The guard is sleeping there. There doesn't, from what you can tell, there doesn't appear to be anyone around.
Right. Where's Jim?
He's invisible right beside me.
Oh, all right, little. All right, he's very useful. Yeah, Bongo can't do that. All right. Looks like we can get in. So
Yeah.
Wait. So as you said, you reckon we can make some money performing here? How do you reckon we go about that?
I wanted to go in the arena and fight things, but
I mean, do you know if maybe it's maybe it's Pete, like it's us versus the
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
I mean,
But I guess we should probably look at what's fighting
check.
before we go in.
yeah.
So-
Well, it looks like we're pretty safe to go in here and at least
Let's head on in.
scope the place out. All right, so we sneak in.
So this door is closed. By
So
the
we
way,
open the
doors
door and
closed.
sneak in.
as you attempt to open the door, it is locked.
Oh.
Well, bugger. All right.
We don't have any pick lock things, eh?
Oh, No.
Can we attempt to pick the lock, I guess?
Doo.
Do you have?
Or actually, I got an idea. Bob will turn into is there a crack underneath the door?
He turns into a
Yeah,
silverfish.
it's a kind of standard wooden door. It seems somewhat.
What's his
robust, but it's
creature
not
form?
tremendous.
What is his creature form?
All right, he's gonna change into a
Cockroach?
rat,
Oh, he's a rat.
Okay.
and he's gonna go under the door.
Yeah, that's not going to require a roll. Rats are pretty adept. It's not that tight of a door.
And then he'll turn back into the imp. And then look at the mechanism on the inside and see if he can unlock it from the inside.
Yeah, so Thistle, I'm sorry, not Thistle. Jim finds that there's just a simple latch mechanism that he's able to access from this side of the door.
All right. And once he has it unlocked, I'll tell him to just let me know mentally, and then we'll open it and go.
Yeah, so yeah,
Right.
he's unlocked the door and let you know.
All right. Well, let's
Right on you, mate.
open it up. We're
Okay,
good to go?
Both of you give me stealth rolls, please.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. You knew this was coming.
The guard may be asleep, but he's right next to you.
He's not an idiot.
I
I'm
have
good.
disadvantage on stealth rolls because of my armor.
Oh, I don't. Does Bongo need his own stealth roll?
Yes.
All right, he'll do.
He's walking about.
Stealth is based
yeah.
on Dex, and so I will. I found his
Got 11.
stats. I got 16. Well, you might. Drake companion. That's my Dex roll. But
Jim got to do a stealth roll?
come on,
Or
Bongo, don't fuck it up.
No, Jim was
Oh, it's
already.
cocked.
He was a rat, and he's
Bongo
already
fucked
inside.
it up. Bongo makes way too much noise. We're all great. But Bongo is just too happy and excited. We're like sneaking in. Bongo's like,
Okay. Yeah. You go in. You open the door. It closes behind you. Strangely enough, the guard does not seem to stir at the sound of Bongo doing his thing. Bongo is playing bongos.
oi, Bongo. Gotta keep it down, mate. It's like,
So you find yourself in a rather long, dark corridor that seems to be sloping somewhat downwards. How do you want to proceed?
I'll get Jim to go invisible and fly on ahead of us. And if he sees anything of warning, to let me know mentally.
Okay. Bruce and Bongo, anything else you guys want to do, or just wait out for?
Do you communicate this to me, or?
Yeah, I'll tell Bruce.
Yeah, we're like whispering back and forth. It's like, right, it's like, okay, Bongo, keep it down. We're just gonna wait for Jim. Go and check on things. Right, and then
Okay. Jim goes down. As he gets further down the corridor, there seems to be a number of reinforced doors on either side of the hall. Until he finally comes to the end of the hall, there seems to be a larger but still solid gate. You can see some light appearing through the cracks around it, and a bit of a sound of roaring crowd.
Is there's crack? They said there's cracks there.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's some cracks around the door, and light appears to be coming in.
All right, Bob will turn into a rat and go through the door.
Bob finds himself in the arena.
as a rat.
Jim.
So let
Bob.
Yeah.
Yes, Jim.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Jim. God, that's gonna
Even
take
yeah,
a
you
long
even got the
time.
DM doing
Oh, did I say Bob?
it. You said Bob.
Yeah.
It's too
You
easy.
don't know how long we had Bob.
They're all Bob.
And Bob did all these ridiculous things all the time. Bob
Remember,
was
it's Bob
a
spelled
very
backwards.
entertaining thorn in my side.
There's a reason why I said like at the beginning of this that I always really played Bob. I didn't really play the Warlock.
So
Jim,
yeah, as
Jim.
as Jim's doing this, Bruce, give me a perception check.
All right. I'm good. 17.
That's going to be good enough. You hear an audible click from behind you and a
fucker.
voice chuckling. Enjoy the show.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger. Right. Click. Enjoy the show.
So,
I have no response to that. I'm just like, all right. I don't give a fuck. I don't move. I stand there. I with my back to him. I'm like, no.
I'll let Bruce know what like where Bob is. The fact, or not Bob, Jim. The fact that he's in the arena now, and the
Slim Jim is
long door, and then a lot of reinforced doors on the way, and then at the door at the end goes straight into the arena. How do you feel like proceeding here? This plan may have backfired a little bit.
Well, I mean, we're doing the thing that you wanted to do, but just now we have to. I can't sign
Careful
anything.
what you wish for.
Calva,
Nat 20s can work out.
Calva, I can't sign anything to you, can I?
Sign?
I sign language.
Like sign language?
Yeah.
No, I definitely don't
Damn
know
it.
sign language.
Damn it. It's going to be really important that one of you learns this shit at some point, because we're going to need it for communication. All right. I'm still kind of ignoring him with my back to him, but I'm standing silently. I guess Bruce, his quick thinking, would just pretend it was his plan all along. So it's like he turns around, is like, "Oh, I stop you! Put the fucking thing down. We know why we're here."
Oh wait, hold on. Who's behind us? Did they not?
We just heard a click. We just heard a click and a voice. That's it.
That was it. Okay.
Yeah. It's either a weapon or a door being latched. Like one of it doesn't matter. It's. I'm just gonna turn around and play the whole like, oh, you don't need that, mate. Just fuck. We know why we're here. Calva's like, what? The fuck you doing? I'm playing it cool. And like I totally intended to do this. Yep. Mm-hmm. This is intentional.
All right. Well, like,
does the voice respond?
Oh no, they didn't. You heard the chuckle and the enjoy the show, and there's no necessary evidence to you that they remained.
Right. So I just talk to the void behind us, and
yeah, exactly.
And there's no response. I'm like, right. That's weird. So what's Slim Jim seeing now?
So where we're at now, I think we're gonna start. I'm going to.
We need a Kael. Yeah, we need a Kael cutaway.
The large door at the end of the hall starts to slowly open. The roar of the crowd intensifies as announcers make their announcements. Thistle has found himself a comfortable seat and is about to enjoy the show.
Enjoy the show!
Unfortunately, we've kind of backed me into a bit of an unprepared corner. I did not anticipate this direction. So I think this will be a good place. We'll call it a little early tonight.
Well, can we get a
Okay.
Kael side story, or
and
what? Or are we?
We'll resume. So no, we're gonna leave Kael and Crom where they're at too. There's a couple of side things that I've kind of got in the back of my head for them. But probably won't be overly
Aw.
big. I think
Yeah.
a couple of you mentioned that you were potentially interested in the bonus session next week.
I'm
available
not
every.
here. I'm in Wisconsin.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I won't be available. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, I was gonna say that would be a good way for us to make up for the fact. So, yeah, sorry, I'm not prepared in this direction. folks.
You mean you didn't know that Calva and I would throw ourselves into an arena so Thistle can watch his friends fight to the death?
Yeah, I don't want to half-ass an arena battle.
While he
more
gleefully
angry that I'm not
throws
in it.
copper pieces into the arena. As he
Yeah. So,
I guess my bad. I should have scouted that further before we went in.
Again, you're telling me that the barbarians didn't get a chance to get into the arena.
Right.
Oh,
Me up there in your seat watching, just fuming.
yes. Seething with absolute anger. Like, your names are going into the book.
It's the dragon-toting Australian army veteran and the devil summoning sentient rock are about to go.
I think some roles might need to be required before we determine whether or not Thistle actually realizes it. Actually,
Thistle doesn't even recognize the settings all wrong.
Yeah. Like, I'm up in the nosebleeds. I'm like, wow, that guy is so screwed.
That
Like,
guy.
the crowd is jeering him, and I'm just up there going, yeah, eat shit. You guys suck.
I don't even know what kind of show this is because in Bruce's mind, this was just dino on dino action. There was no like.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, it could have been a number of things, but well, I'll have to actually figure out
It's
what
okay.
that actually is going to be.
I have a
You're
literal.
not just observing you're not just observing a gladiatorial combat show now.
I
now
have a
you're gonna be
literal
able to- I gotta
dragon.
figure out-
It's okay.
I can't just say, oh, these things they fought and here's the outcome. Now I actually have to look up stat blocks and figure out what's actually you're gonna be fighting, and then you guys
But
are
if it's
actually
an
gonna have to fight
actual
it.
show, there's probably something there that we have to fight. It's probably not going to be us fighting each other. Let's be honest. It'll be us fighting something insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, you two fighting each other would just be too simple.
Yeah, that'd be no fun.
And that's the kind of thing you do when you pit the characters against each other when they're much more powerful. Not when they're just gonna throw blow darts and eldritch blasts at each other.
Well, this should be interesting. I was not expect. I thought it'd be cool to go in and fight something, but then when you talked about the dinosaurs, I was like, they might be a really high level. We might get like swapped. We probably shouldn't go in there, and now we're in there.
It's fine. I can just punch it in the face. It's good.
When will you realize you can't Aussie man all your problems?
I can always
Unfortunately, Spencer, you had to mention being interested in participating, and
Yep.
then you had to ask specifically for an unguarded entrance, and then you had to roll a nat 20.
And he definitely found it. He found the best possible way in.
So
we're
fuck
in.
around and find out.
We are in. We are in.
I look over at Bruce. Well, we got front row seats.
Yep. Through a sheer display of skill, we are in. Also,
you couldn't have paid the 5 copper entry fee. Not one of you was willing to pay 5 coppers to go in and see the show.
Bruce is trying to get in good with the high crowd, man. He's not sitting with peasants. It's not happening.
One gold coin ain't gonna get you next to the fucking hoity-toity.
Do you
understand? Do you understand?
Of,
Yeah, but you understand in his mind, like the 6 copper to 1 gold difference is like that's like a pretty big jump. But also, I had to mention
50 gold busking for an hour. Like, don't get me wrong, you got a great roll to do it, but
yeah, a nat 20. I would say another nat 20 in there.
Yeah.
But I will say, I also mentioned that Alex has an entire compendium of hundreds of dinosaur stats at his disposal.
And now I definitely have to go looking for.
Yes, you definitely have to go looking for
So
something
if you find
slightly
that link, please send it to me.
slightly more interesting than Ankylosaur, T-Rex, and Triceratops.
Yeah, so the guy that wanted an arena combat match and the guy that is a nerd about dinosaurs
God.
are going into an arena filled with dinosaurs.
Well, if you make me fight a
have to do
Dilo, I'm
slow-mo.
immune to poison. So you... it's gonna be. He's gonna go full Pokemon on this. It's gonna be an Edmontosaur with like thunder powers or some shit.
Who's that dinosaur? Ankylosaur.
Oh, can I just mention Thistle had to suggest earlier the idea of enchanting a dinosaur, so that's also a possibility that's in this world.
Not so much enchanting one,
Yeah.
just having one as my loyal retainer.
No, but you opened up the possibility of a wizard's pet dinosaur.
Yes. Well, look, if my Stegosaurus can cast magic missile, I have achieved Zen.
What is the intelligence stat of the Stegosaurus? There's no way it's casting magic missile.
Who cares? Irrelevant.
It's a strength-based magic.
If I'm saying go, Spiky, cast magic missile, everyone's dying from an intimidation check regardless.
So we're fighting flying Thagomizers. Okay, got it. Because that's what a Stegosaurus casting magic missile looks like. Throwing Thagomizers across the
A Thagomizer whose spikes go flying off of it. As
Yeah.
they swing it with incredible strength.
Yeah, it's like regenerative Thagomizers. Okay.
I really like the idea of dinosaurs being much chunkier than we previously believed.
Oh yeah, the super fluffy boys. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. It's like they had feathers
Yep.
or proto feathers.
Like,
That's a
all
common.
the comparisons of like, oh, here's a hippopotamus skull. Here's what a hippopotamus looks in real life. Here's what a paleontological artist would just assume a hippopotamus looks like.
To be fair, a paleontological reconstruction based on a hippopotamus skull is probably more in line with the actual animal's demeanor than what it looks like to us.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
The
They look like
horrifying
friendly
ones.
boys, but they are the least friendly boys in the
Yes.
world. So yes, the scary, toothy, jaggedy face thing definitely looks like its personality.
Yep.
With the exception of the few in zoos that let their handlers pat their tongue and feed them whole watermelons. But those are the exception.
Those are zoo
Except
hippos. That's
the-
not.
Yeah.
It's like my whole thing, and I told people it's like unicorns exist, right?
Yeah, they're called rhinoceros.
Yeah, they're called rhinos. Yeah. Yeah. Everyone's like, "What do you mean unicorns?" He's like, "Unicorns exist. Like they exist. They're described."
Well, at the times that Europeans would have come up with unicorns in their
Romans,
tails.
it's Latin. Unicorn is
Yeah,
Latin.
yeah. the descriptions of a rhino by the time they got to where these writers were.
Yep.
Okay, so it's a four-legged creature with a
Feet of
horn
an
on
elephant,
its
face of a horse, tail of a pig.
Yeah.
It's got
yeah,
body of a goat.
I mean,
At least it's not like the story of Carthaginians finding gorillas and finding them and eating them.
I mean, yeah. Carthaginian. I mean, Phoenicia was a was a grand empire that. But
Isn't
yeah,
like-
and not to
like-
mention all the con men who like the stories of rhinos came back and the unicorns, and so they traded with Vikings for narwhal horns, ground them up, and
Yeah,
sold them for all
narwhal
sorts of fun things
Yeah.
Yeah.
because they didn't have access to actual rhinos.
And who wouldn't? If someone comes to Central Europe with a narwhal tusk, who isn't going to believe that that's a unicorn horn?
I mean, yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Narwhals are a little bit easier to deal with than rhinos. Which is one of my.
So,
But in this world, maybe somebody's going around selling tricorns as a aphrodisiac. Styracosaur horns.
was it Indonesia or whatnot, where they basically for a long time like orangutans were referred to as forest people?
Orangutans also there's so the unicorn myths. So unicorn myths aren't based on African rhinos; they're based on Indian rhinos, and some of the reports have come back because there's a bunch of crossed wires, of course. Woolly rhinos are considered a possibility of some like other stories because woolly rhinos were around till probably about 5,000 years ago, which is long before the Romans, but the story still would have been around. And orangutans were occasionally thought to be woolly rhinos just because the wisp of red hair as they went away, they thought that maybe they were also unicorns.
Okay.
Without seeing them up close, of course. So yes, but yes, there's also the bush, the strange tree men, as well.
Yeah, I would imagine before they started clear cutting jungles to plant, huge monoculture palm plantations.
The original gingers.
I would imagine orangutans were pretty elusive.
Yeah. Well, I am looking forward to seeing what you do because we are in a campaign with dinosaurs and we are streaming this on my channel. So I expect the nerdiest level of attention given. I promise I won't correct. I will be happy with whatever.
So who's going to be my official timekeeper for the campaign as far as
What do you mean by timekeeper?
Who's going to keep track of what day and time it is?
Do you have
I am story keeper. I'm lore
calendar?
keeper, so I'm giving it to someone else.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have a fictional calendar?
I will not expressly. I just mean like so.
Okay.
It is currently. I'm going to call today day one.
Okay.
Early evening.
I would also point out there seems to be jobs that have naturally pointed out because Greg, right now you're the stat keeper. In a sense, like you're the one who's on like abilities and stat blocks and cards and whatnot. Not that you can't do both, but
yeah, I don't mind being basically the group's watch, so long as you understand it will be out of character, not in character.
Yeah, no, I'm not looking for that in character. I just the time passing is relevant to the overall campaign, so I need to actually keep track of it.
This is a matter of it's just a matter of efficiency of use. So I'm definitely the lore keeper because I've got a really good memory for the maps and stuff and all the geography and shit. I will remember the entire map.
What? You want me to make a spreadsheet and detailed notes about time and numbers?
Not a spreadsheet.
How could you ask such a thing? Meanwhile, I'm working on a Google Doc as we speak. Yeah,
it's relatively simple now, but like as we get into traveling across terrain, time dilation is going to come into a factor. So
Greg already has 3 separate algorithms.
It takes you 3 days to get to this location. So
kidding. Like I said, so long as you don't mind a fantasy calendar also being made to go with it.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. Have at her.
You will know down to the second where exactly we are and how long Thistle and Bruce are wasting time.
No, Thistle never wastes time. I spend it accordingly. It's like a wizard. He's never late. He arrives exactly when he needs to. Thistle gets to the point exactly. Ooh, look, meat.
Well, according to Bruce, he wastes a lot of time because Bruce is willing to go hungry.
He's also willing to punch like a displacer beast in the face. So I mean, like between the two of us, Thistle thinks you're an idiot.
This cat seems to be reacting negatively to me interacting with this book. I better take it and try and walk away.
Better take it and try to...
Displacer beast? Who knew?
What is this? Oh, this is mildly inconvenient. I'm a punch it in the face.
I'm inside a church. I wonder if there's any magic crystals.
I think my reaction was literally, this thing is in my way. Remove thing from in my way.
Technically, it's not murder hoboing if you're not, going out and starting the fights. It's just, it's like, okay, this action will probably have violent consequences.
Yeah,
well, exactly. Anyway.
I'm not looking to kill the thing. I'm just looking to, get it out of the way.
I'm not looking to start the fights, but I'm not necessarily looking to avoid them.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough.
If you didn't mean for me to overcome obstacles, you wouldn't have put them in my way.
I just want to also point out here that the party is very separated right now. Exactly. Yeah. Where is Thistle? Oh, right. Thistle's about to watch whatever the hell's about to go down. Where is Crom? Where the hell is Crom?
Crom is still flippity clopping the streets looking for
Kael.
Yeah.
Oh,
where's
right.
Kael?
Why did we Kael who fucking knows? Kael has already found the Deathmonger or whatever his name is. Kael's completed the main quest. He's done.
I found the Soulmonger, guys. It was for sale at this vendor.
It was for sale. Yeah. Kael is done with our bullshit. He has finished the quest. He's finished the campaign, and he's just waiting. He's just waiting back at Syndra's place for us.
Shit, that gives me a good idea.
The dinosaur king.
Word gets out that you guys are looking. Word gets out that you guys are looking for the Soulmonger. Some unscrupulous, vendor just decides to convince you that this random stick he found is the Soulmonger. So it's gonna follow your wealth.
Damn it!
Kael's kicking it back with Strahd, going, "No, so I already solved that issue. Now I'm on to a new thing."
Kael's good
the main quest. I'm on the side quest now.
Yeah. I've jumped adventure books.
Kael's on his third campaign. I don't know what you're talking about.
He's Kael's
already level.
Kael's scaling Mount Olympus right now. He's scaling Mount Olympus, ready to fight Zeus. I don't know.
Kael's meditating
have
on
level
top
20 Monku with your party.
Kael's really just Kratos in disguise?
Yeah, it's actually Kratos.
Oh, okay. Oh, my lord. That I needed a good laugh. That was great.
That was fun. I love this. I love this stumbling around, and I had to go ahead. What was the stupid thing? I forget the stupid thing. Oh, right, the coins. Yes. Mm-hmm. Where Calva left the line and didn't check on Bruce. It's like, we have committed to our actions. I'm sorry, it's got to keep going.
Yeah, I totally forgot you were getting ready to imitate him.
Yeah.
I would like to, again, this isn't a complaint. I just want to point out, and this is why I don't prepare too much, is because, in reading and prepping for the session, I tried to predict a few direction you guys would have likely gone.
Yeah.
And you guys didn't touch anything I prepped. You're like, hey, this is the direction the DM might want to go. We're going this way.
I mean, I've been pretty centrally focused on just main quest line, right? So
on the map, I've marked out main objective.
Yep. You've even written. Yep, it's labeled. Main objective has been labeled.
And we are not even close to there.
Wait, guys, I think that was a hint. Alex is telling us that there's a lot of things prepared in this city. It is up to us to find them.
Stumble across it, and it will be ours.
I'm going up to every NPC I meet and asking them for their name, height, race, and gender.
Their number of children, their parents' names, where they live, their nationality, their...
I actually want to know, Can you go one generation back? I want to know about your grandparents.
I need to
I'm-
know the favorite dinosaur of every single NPC.
If ever there was
We're
a
making a
time to
Pokedex.
go around asking that question, this is the time and place, I guess.
Oh, by the way, Sebastian,
Yes.
what is
Yes.
your favorite dinosaur? Because we all answered this question last time.
Oh. You know, when I
This is
was a
an important
little
question that
kid,
I
it was the
don't understand.
Brachiosaur.
Oh. All right, Spencer, that's really close to you. But
But
Spencer's
over
is
the years, it
Brontosaur.
kind of evolved into Velociraptor type dinosaurs.
Dromaeosaurs.
They cool and possibly
Eh.
very intelligent.
Interesting. So
Are we
which is it?
talking Jurassic Park what Jurassic Park called Velociraptors or Velociraptors?
He's talking
Velociraptor,
Dromaeosaur. I think he's just talking about Dromaeosaurs in general.
Yeah, Dromaeosaurs, yeah.
Yeah. Troodon.
No, it's Dromaeosaurs now.
Yeah, Troodon used to be considered the most intelligent dinosaur because they used to measure intelligence based on brain size ratio, like brain cavity size ratio. And now the measure for animal intelligence has switched from brain capacity to neural connectivity. So
Yes.
it turns out that a Stegosaurus, even though this is good for you, Greg, because Stego, go Stego. But Stegosaurus, even though it had a very tiny brain cavity, its neural network was so tightly wound, like like through its spinal cord and stuff like that, that it actually was more intelligent than some basal Jurassic carnivores like Allosaurus. Intelligence as in awareness of its surroundings and its body and its like not thinking. Like we think of intelligence in terms of thinking, but yeah, it turns out Stegosaurus not that dumb. Just because it has small brain does not necessarily mean dumb.
Any special or interesting developments of late about T-Rex's tiny arms?
Yeah, so I don't know if you've seen a Tyrannosaur arm. I literally have a Tyrannosaur. So a Tyrannosaur arm is like the same size as a human arm. I see, like, comparatively, it's tiny compared to the animal, but it's still a very heavily muscular arm, the size of like a grown man's arm, connected to a 60-foot long carnivore.
So yeah, like obviously, like they're not tiny, but like by
it's really
comparison to
big
the
and
rest
very
of it.
useful.
So so the Tyrannosaur arms, I mean, by that point we're getting so what's the opposite of basal? It's not derivative, it's whatever that word is, the opposite of basal, meaning more specialized, basically. You're at the end of the Cretaceous, the lineage is the most specialized it's ever going to get, and so the arms, turns out they're not really functional in the sense, like for basic, so they become more specific in their usage. So the arms would have been used for just holding on to stuff, like as it's working with like it's trying to rip prey apart, like it's good to just hold things down and just trying to keep things in place. So it's like having an extra set of pins or like pegs that you can just kind of keep things in place. And it's nothing compared to albilosaurs. If you look up albilosaurs like Carnotaurus and Majungasaurus, stuff like that, their arms were even more pathetic because they're because their ulna and humerus are almost fused. The radius and ulna are actually fused, which means, so radius and ulna are the two bones in their forearm that allow you to twist your wrist.
Yeah.
Albilosaurs,
their arms would have been even less functional.
Yeah. So in albilosaurs, first of all, the radius and ulna in a Carnotaurus, the entire arm is the length of, it's about a foot long. The entire arm is about a foot long. In an animal the size of an elephant, I guess. And yeah, the radius and ulna are actually fused together. The radius and ulna, just the ulna, the forearm section of it, is 2 inches long. Like 2 to 4 inches long. It's so silly, so stupid. To the point where they're speculated. Yeah, go ahead, Greg.
I'm just saying that, we talk about dinosaurs, and then, I've printed a few of my favorite.
A few of your
You
favorites.
take a look in the Discord.
I have good memory here. So Alex's favorite is Ankylosaurus. Greg's favorite is Stegosaurus. Spencer's favorite is Brontosaurus. Seb's favorite, I guess, was Brachiosaurus. Now we'll go Dromaeosaurs. Peter, I do not remember.
I think I'm pretty sure I said T-Rex.
Oh, you said, yeah, Tyrannosaur. Okay, yeah. That's fair. That's why I don't remember. This is so fucking boring. Basic bitch.
That's so like baseline.
Yeah,
Everybody who doesn't know dinosaurs, I guess my favorite is T-Rex.
I guess my favorite is T-Rex. Even though Tyrannosaurs are probably the dinosaur, like one of the dinosaurs we know the most about because there are a lot of them. Because they're fairly recent as far as dinosaurs go, and they're incredibly interesting. Especially if you get into
like
the
they were
details.
super successful too in terms of like the dinosaurs, I guess,
Well,
if they're everywhere.
By the time they were around, there wasn't really a whole lot of like diversity among dinosaurs. So, and they're kind of the apex of that evolutionary line. They existed alongside Triceratops as well. Like it existed along that at the same time. So, like they're both sort of the final boss, like the final evolution of those lines. Yeah, and by that time, there wasn't really a lot of dinosaurs around anyway. It was mostly like small mammals and pterosaurs and lizards and stuff like that. A lot of fish. There wasn't a lot on the land, to be honest. It was mostly like water.
I wonder how much like more evolved the T-Rexes were from the earlier dinosaurs. Because like I'm thinking about this in terms of fish.
It is so cool to see. Yeah, like, well, it depends how you define, like, evolution when you're saying, I assume like you mean more specialized.
So, like, with fish, like, the most evolutionary advanced fish is one of the most recent ones, and it's the tuna. And it actually has,
I was going to say flying fish, but yeah,
exchanger in it. Like, its body is a heat exchanger.
Yeah, like tunas are
like that's how evolved that they became, and they're an apex.
So as far as like unique abilities and like things, tyrannosaurs are designed for one thing: maximum damage. that is what they are designed for. So even though there were carnivores like the Jurassic Park movie that came out, the most recent one was like had a Giganotosaurus. Against it. Yes, Giganotosaurus was technically taller, but it was a swift like predator that ran across the African plain, that kind of thing. Tyrannosaurus would absolutely destroy it in a fight. Like there are animals that are longer or taller than a T-Rex, but nothing outcompetes a T-Rex when it comes to just sheer barbarian strength. Like, yeah. It's
a big chompy mouth on big runny legs.
There was a lot of big chompy mouths, but like I mean, like I work with these things. The Tyrannosaurus, like its mouth is just goddamn.
So next time you're over, I'm going to have to give you one of my Flexi Rexies. This is what you're saying.
Flexi Rexy. I'm just saying, if you want to, like, if Spence, if you're interested, I mean, well, you're up in Ottawa, so I don't. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever in that area. We'll take a little jaunt over to the CMN, and I'll show you what's really happening with this animal.
That is a fun place to visit.
It's so hard for most people to just like wrap their head around like the time scales of the different epochs, right?
Well,
like Homo sapiens have been around for what?
7 million.
I think max 300,000 years.
Yeah.
Oh, sapiens. Yeah, sorry. Humans have been around about 7 million. Yeah, we got about 300,000 to 500,000 years on.
For people.
Yeah. So our like human evolving essentially from the time we became Homo.
Yep.
7 million years.
Yep.
Compare that to how long? Like, what's the earliest Tyrannosaurus to the latest Tyrannosaurus that we know?
Well, Tyrannosaurs are all like Cretaceous, but if we were looking like an Allosaurus, and like let's say an Allosaurus and Albertosaurus are about the same size, and to a layman they look about the same, but there's 90 million years between them.
Yeah,
which means
exactly.
there's
So-
less time
so,
between
like,
us and a T-Rex and than there is between those two.
Yeah. So and then just how long was the I don't know off the top of my head how long was the Cretaceous? Pretty damn long.
The Cretaceous period, yeah, we're going from I want to say 90 million to 66 million, so about 30, 40 million years.
Yeah, so 40 million years just in the Cretaceous period
Yes.
compared to the 7 million years
Of human.
humans.
Yeah. So just the Cretaceous period. Yeah, so when things talk about you talk about a T-Rex, T-Rex is a late Cretaceous dinosaur. It's not an early Cretaceous dinosaur. Yeah, it came around toward the end. T-Rex was probably only around for about 8 million years itself. So as long as humans have been around, T-Rex was also around for about that amount of time.
Yeah.
But
That's
we shouldn't say
crazy.
humans. 7 million years ago is when we broke off from bonobos and other primates. So when our line started, so it was the first, not Homo, but when the first Australopithecus or whatever started.
Yeah.
So.
When they became bipedal.
Bipedal, yes. Yes.
And they're like,
Yeah.
I can use my hands, yo.
Since we're talking about evolution, my name Calva on here is from Amia Calva, and it's from the bowfin fish, which
Oh,
was one of the first fish that could start breathing air and stuff.
yeah. Amia Calva. Okay. That's so interesting. All right. I was wondering where the name came from because you use it for a lot of stuff. I'm there's got to be a
Yeah,
good
well, it's
history
just my
behind that.
general online name that I use.
I know what that's funny because I know what all the other ones. I know what Solar Wing is. I know what mine is. I don't know where Crom came from. Just a name.
Crom was okay. So Crom for the campaign came from literally the god that Conan the Barbarian worships and his people that Chimerians worship.
Okay.
So I just kind of made Crom, and then
Cimmerian,
there's
right?
literally an old Irish god named Crom Crunecc. It was this dread sort of serpent-like.
Yep.
What's that? Oh, what's that dragon in the Sumerian myth?
Tiamat. No. Tiamat's the water.
Tiamat.
Tiamat's the water. Is the Leviathan.
Yeah, that'd be the comparable.
The oceanic dragon of chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Crom Crunecc is the embodiment of what Tiamat is to the Irish, the ancient Irish too, in a way that was an embodiment of death and blood sacrifice.
Oh, so it's a Hibernian myth. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Cool, eh?
That's cool. I don't know anything about Hibernian or Celtic mythology.
I studied up on a bunch of it, like Cernunnos, the horned god.
That's so great. So all my research has been Australian army history, and your research that's great.
On the other side,
the rest of you guys got to step up your lore.
I'm sorry. When we get there for Thistle.
I
And
know.
when we get there,
I know. There's lots of backstory. It's so good.
it turns out he's a friggin' alien.
Meanwhile, Kael's only like 12, so he doesn't.
I don't have much backstory yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how old is
Aarakocra
Kael? You're
aged
like 12 or 13, right?
Yeah, I think that. Yeah. Let me check and see.
Is anybody older than 100?
No.
Not Crom. No.
Okay.
15.
Oh, he's 15. Oh, okay.
Just
So
to finish up
he's like middle aged then.
Yeah.
Because Aarakocra only lived to be 30 at the most, right?
Yeah, I think something along those lines.
Yeah.
If you
I
get
know.
into your late 30s,
Bruce
you're
is
ancient
forever
elders of
58.
the village.
Very specifically. Which leads me to, I have a question for Alex, which you can't answer now because you're going to have to think about this. We're going to be dealing with a lot of undead. And how those rules apply to Bruce, I will leave in your capable hands. But there may be some funky nonsense happening. I don't know. Is Bruce alive? Well, I don't actually know if he is. I can't determine that because he was
All right.
blink. Yeah. He was blinked back to an overworld by dragon magic. So,
The way any of us behave, are any of us alive?
yeah. Bruce technically died.
Not for long.
And it was definitely a truck. He got isekai'd by a truck. Okay? It was definitely a truck, nothing else.
Yeah, Syndra's
Trucks
teleportation spell actually failed and incinerated the whole group.
It's all a dream. We're all going to wake up.
Is this the last episode of Lost?
Yeah. Yes. This is.
Right
It's
after
Lost
you guys
with dinosaurs.
destroy the Soulmonger, you'll wake up in a particular stable, confused as to how you got there.
The stable
Mud looking over us.
with mud. Still offering horrible coffee with clumps of dirt in it.
Ooh.
Howdy, friends. You should have taken the coffee.
Yeah, it turns out Mud is actually a level 20 wizard. All right.
We're still in the cave.
Yeah, we're still underground. We're still in the mud.
Yeah, you guys never did find that premium dirt.
No, we got hit with the poison darts because Calva set off the trap and then we're all dead.
Yeah.
We've all been knocked
Everything
unconscious.
since the poison darts has been like a hallucination. You're all just kind of writhing on the ground, foaming at the mouth.
Foaming at the mouth. We thought we were fighting Darrow, but it was actually just some workers checking up on us, going like, "Hey, are they okay?"
Meanwhile, we're just absolutely tripping out.
Twitching. What a great idea. Anyway, yes.
I'm overdue for a nice
It's
mushroom
all
trip.
just a dream.
Yeah, so I'm off to World Championship next weekend. Wisconsin.
Nice.
Yep, to embarrass myself once again, prove to myself that I can't actually throw knives in in a world arena. Ugh.
Hey, you
Are you having
qualified,
fun?
you're going.
I'll do better than last year, I'm sure, but yeah, I'm going, and I'm taking my son with me too. We're going on the trip together, and because I'm only competing in knife throwing, I've got most of the weekend to kind of do what I want.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And again, are you having fun doing it?
Fun isn't the word I would use. Yes. For simplicity's sake, sure, yes. We'll call it fun.
Oh, okay.
It's the kind of fun where you curse and swear, and it's that kind of fun.
To be fair, that sounds like fun. I mean,
Yeah, it's the kind of
part my
fun.
day.
Yeah, it's the kind of fun where you hate yourself. Whatever that fun
Kind of
looks
fun
like.
where everyone observing thinks you're having the worst time ever. But
Yes,
it's actually great.
but in fact, you're yeah, exactly.
So it's employment.
Except you don't get paid.
So it's minimum wage.
Prisoners with jobs.
Prisoners with jobs.
Self-imprisonment, yes. Self-inflicted Stockholm, whatever.
Oh, so that's serfdom. Okay.
Serfdom, yes. But serfdom to self? Serfdom to the ideal self? Serfdom to the ego? The id is subordinate to the whatever.
You could say even to serfdom to an archetype that's holding you back.
This is true, yes.
If you take enough mushrooms, you can completely let go of your ego.
You can experience ego death.
Yes. And that
I haven't gotten that far
the
yet.
concept is there's a reason I don't. I am not interested in getting that high.
By the way, though, that did scare the absolute shit out of Carl Jung, by the way.
Oh yeah. Well, I bet it did, yeah. He's lose all connection with scared the shit out of me.
World.
I pride myself in being in control. I had like one gummy and I was losing my shit because my fingers went numb. It's like, I don't like being out of control like this. It's like, you're supposed to just relax and enjoy it. No! Body is not responding
see,
in way I tell.
Because I'm so neurotic, I sometimes when I take edibles or when I used to vape the THC, what would end up happening is, my I would go like completely cold, and my heart rate would